And how is everybody doing? This was kind of random, but it's going on what 2 nights that I haven't come on, so I decided to come on and have open conversation for a little while. Give everybody the opportunity to get on. I normally schedule, but like I said, it was random. Get everybody opportunity to get on. We're doing open conversation tonight. Let's see. I see Miss Kimberly Wilson is on. Who's in the room? So that means that we could talk about whatever you all want to talk about. Um, yeah, I wanted to get on to do a little open conversation. And I didn't plan on it. It's not gonna be a marathon tonight. Cause see, I didn't come on last night and I wasn't gonna come on tonight. Hey Miss Shirley and Miss Lynn. And I was doing some research on some stuff when I got home, y'all know, and for something a show tomorrow night. And hello, Hero Fix, Terry Dotson, Red Rose. Um, yeah. So I was just jumping on. Like I said, it's basically open conversation and basically to talk about anything y'all want to talk about. But I do know, for the most part, people like to talk about Young Dolph, which is cool because I know, hello, Hakia. I know that Young Dolph is a hot topic. Like I said, right now, things are kind of just moving along and they're still investigating, and everybody has. I'm talking about as far as the hello, Kevin Barnett, and everybody has kind of gotten tight-lipped as far as the investigators and the agents on what it is that that is going on, which is probably a good thing, right? You know, Phyllis Dotson, and I know that Straight Drop and them got court probably in about 2 weeks, right? They have court in about 2 weeks, and like right before their court date, I'll probably end up giving some new information. I kind of try to not give out so like any information that could be hurtful to a case, because trust me when I tell you, like hello Harold Stewart, who is that, Kawana Maxie, does Jesse Doxson, child, Kawana, let me just say this, I don't know, he'll probably outlive me and you, I'm telling you. Straight Drop went to federal prison today. On and TV released it. Okay, all right. Let's see. The thing about Straight Drop is, I hope that Straight Drop. Hello, Miss Catherine Sanford, Valerie Miller. I hope that Straight Drop doesn't remain blindly loyal. Now, Straight Drop is in this knee deep now, but I hope that he does not. Thank you, Miss Helen Bell, for the $5 super sticker. I hope that Straight Drop does not remain blindly loyal, um, because people will send you out to do stuff, and then and you should take the fall when you do it, but um, they set you up to do stuff with the intent on you, taking the whole fall, whereas Straight Drop I feel has some mental issues going on, because you think about all of the other situations that he's been in, such as aggravated rape and just going into a somewhere and shooting up a place. That's not a mentally stable person. Okay. And for him to be so young, and unfortunately, if he had went the course and had the right people around him, he probably could have gone quite a bit of a ways as far as rap. Like I was saying, it bothers me when I see men or people with the wherewithal and the platforms to help these young men, yet they guide them wrong. They pay them to go do hits and things of that nature. So, unfortunately for young Dolph lost his life. But I guess the only good thing that's going to come out of this is it opened up where people are paying so much attention because it has been happening all the time. Hey, Player Cole, it's been happening the whole time, right? But now people are being forced because so many people are paying attention to what's going on. It's forcing the authorities to do something about it, right? There are so many eyes on Memphis. It's political season. These politicians know that it is expected for them to do something about what happened to young Dolph. You have so many different agencies involved. Whoever is crooked, scared to do a damn thing because each agency don't have no loyalty to each other. Okay, so that just kind of lets me know how deep it is when you start seeing stuff like that. Y'all, it's 31 people in the room. Please hit the like button. We have 31 people. We should have 31 likes. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You know, that would be really cool. You know, so that subscribe and hit the like button. And what else? The notification button, because we got a lot of stuff, you know, that's going to be coming up. You know, I know for me, I work a lot, but I still find time to get on here um because I want to bring a lot of awareness to what's really, you know, going on. I'm talking about even in other cases. As far as Dolph's case, I know that a lot of people are interested, right? But at some point, you know, because I know everybody kind of have, hello Alan, um stop Remy, you know, all of these it has started to turn into a sideshow. And like I said, you know, um, when things start to turn into a sideshow, you know, you talk about Dolph, people talk about they care about Dolph. Get up here. But at this point, I don't know if everybody is, well, I know some people are being paid to spin the narrative. Some people started their pages to spin the narrative. And then people have YouTube teams, like I was saying, and they send these emails and stuff with this fake information to try and throw people off. But at the same time, as I was saying the other day, it's not going to change the investigation. You know, it's not going to change the investigation at all. So, but if a person can look good and still make money, I guess that's what it's all about, because they'll be needing the money for those defense teams, right? But as I was saying, I just hope people don't allow um, people to throw them too far off. Just because somebody said something don't mean it's true. And people was getting mad at me because, you know, when they want to spin a narrative, when they want to push stuff, and you know, they see you not buying into it. First of all, I'm an investigator, so I don't buy into everything. If that's the case, people lie all the time. All of us will probably be in jail, you know, because of somebody's lie. That's not how you do it, you know. So I never bought into a whole lot of stuff anyways. But when people say that they truly, I'm like Player Co now, they truly care about Dolph, you can't just throw stuff out there. And this man has a family. There are people that are still hurting. This was something that happened abruptly. It was heinous in nature, and it's still being investigated. We all want to know what happened, right? So, all of that other stuff, you know, when people was saying something about he had twins, I never really believed it, because I couldn't understand why a young lady would say she was pregnant with twins. But you know, I didn't say nothing. The only thing I said was, well, I hope she took the information to the right place, because I don't have time to go back and forth, because it just kind of takes you off course. Because for some reason, people be looking for something sometimes. I don't have time for it. And then I knew people were sending out fake emails and was paid to try to spin narratives. Okay. So I figured it was a lie. You know, she heard all of that in the cookie shop allegedly. How come she didn't take it? First of all, that would have put her life in danger. Instead of being on here wanting everybody to know who she was, she should have been trying to take it over there to the FBI and down there to the Memphis Police Department investigators. Okay. So I kind of knew, you know, and like I said, it kind of bothers me because I think a lot of people are genuine. There are a lot of people that have really good personalities and stuff. And so what they do is they have their teams to target those with um, big platforms, and then they already have other people that they've bought and paid for. Thank you, Player Code, for your cash app. Thank you so much. That are already bought and paid for, because and I guess what they get out of it is, if you put out too much false information, and there are a lot of people on here with good personalities that can go far, okay? If you put out false information, it starts to mess with, or information that's wrong, people that are dogmatic understand, it starts to mess with your credibility, okay? And so I think when people are on the right track, and even some of the people that's behind this, they understand that. They understand that. So when you're on the right track, they give you some false information, it starts to mess with your credibility, then people are not going to listen to you, right? And so those are the types of games that people play. Okay. So I guess my thing is, like I've said, people might not care for me. I'm kind of straightforward. And people don't like to really mess with folks that deal with the police, right? But it's all good though. Because one thing for sure, I'm gonna speak the truth. Even I don't have anything to, I'm not gonna put out too much information. Even if somebody tells me something, I'm not gonna hurt a case, because I have cases every day. And I understand, being an investigator, how talking too much can hurt a case. The people that are behind this, that are still out, they watch this stuff harder than anybody. Okay. So I would never want to hurt a case. I would never want to do that. You're not going to see the investigators or the agents put out anything. And the reason they're not really releasing, trying to get any bites anymore, is because they already have what they need. I think now it's just about the art of, like, tying everything up, right? All the loose ends and everything. So, um, yeah, but like I said, we all want justice for Dow. And thank you, who done it. So I think about Dolph's family. Dolph has a mother that's grieving. He's got Mia that's grieving. Looking at some of Mia's pictures, when they was out there, they did that sign, that street name. Mia looks like she's in excruciating pain. And people talk about, well, she was down there for her brother. I think people are always looking for something wrong, that logic goes out the window. Well, she was going to court for her brother. Dolph was still alive, and she was being a supportive sister. Going to court for her brother. Dolph's damn case ain't even started yet. I'm sure you're gonna see her down there when the trial start. People don't think about, she ain't doing what she did for Dolph, her brother. She going to court for her brother. So his case ain't, the trial ain't started yet. You ain't gave her time to get there. Folks want her to sit outside the courthouse before it starts. So what we have to do is, we got to do better. And like I said, quality is better than quantity, right? Especially when you have the personality to draw people in. Like I said, there are a lot of YouTubers on here. Hey, TG, there are a lot of YouTubers on here. Kimberly, do you have your ranch? Kimberly Spencer, you should have your ranch. Because I don't know if you have, for some reason I can't see it. It could be because I'm in StreamYard. Kimberly Spencer, do you have your ranch? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have a new moderator. Everybody welcome Miss Kimberly Spencer. And we got Miss Kimberly. See, I got the Kims. Like, my Kims be rocking too. Because Miss Kimberly Wilson, she just on it at all times. I'm telling you, she works as a, she always looking out. Period. Hello, Miss Tanya G. Thank you for the justice for Dolph. Thank you, Tanya. Yes, justice for Dolph, and that's what we want. We want justice for Dolph. We got to trust the process. Dolph's family is going through it. Key Glock was not involved, y'all. y'all know I was looking at, and I'm not, and let me just say this, I'm trying to be a little transparent, because you know, people, I guess people want me to, they want me to throw around narratives, but I was looking at um a post that Moneybag Yo had posted, right? And of course, I like Moneybag Yo's music. I think he's very talented. But I think Moneybag Yo need to be very careful. You know, um, I saw him post, "There would never be another Nookski and another young man," and I hope not. But I think Moneybag Yo needs to proceed with caution. Moneybag Yo is very talented. He's making a lot of money, and just from the naked eye now, with being an investigator, and I'm not saying it's true, but just from the naked eye, it would lead me to believe that he's head of an organization, okay? Other than Bread Gang, okay? So I think what Moneybag Yo needs to do, hopefully Moneybag Yo has no involvement in this Dolph situation. I'm hoping he don't, because I like Moneybag Yo's music. Lord knows I like him. I do. But I don't know if it's looking too good for Moneybag. I just don't. Allegedly. I'm not saying he did anything, but I like Moneybag Yo. I think Moneybag Yo need to I think Moneybag Yo need to get his life right, you know, and stay on the right path. And hopefully he didn't have no involvement in this situation. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I know sometimes when I hate what the entertainment industry does. Okay. What it does is it kind of sort of gives a lot of these young men, first of all, they make them into junkies. Okay. They just don't look real bad because they have the money until they cut their money out you know, um, to be decent because they can afford whatever drug it is. But then they give them a false sense of security, like they can't be touched. And I know how the federal government works. They're all over this case for a reason. So it would appear to me that there is something more sinister going on. And when they zone in on something like this, it ain't no way, it ain't a whole lot of ways. And I'm not saying that it's right that it can be beat. And then people start hauling ass, even the ones that said they had your back. And I think that's what they need to do. Stop giving these kids a false sense of security. Now, Moneybag Yo is a little older. I think he's about 30, 31. Very, very talented. You know, I just, I would hope that he didn't have anything to do with this. I would hope that, for his sake, it's not up to me. Um, and I'm not saying that he did, but I just, just with the way, and everybody kind of see the way he's moving, it just and even I think about Black Youngster. I was looking at, and with Black Youngster, I tried because my best friend and um Black Youngster is cousins, right? And my best friend I've been best friends with since I was 5. And I try to be extreme because she'll duck in here a lot. And I try to be extremely respectful, because I am my sister's keeper. She ain't never, she don't believe that Black Youngster was involved. Um, she don't think that Black Youngster was involved. That's a cousin, and I'm not saying that he was. When Black Youngster's mother was about 11 years old, I used to play with her, right? We all had lived in South Memphis. She would be over at my best friend's house, which was her cousin's house. I hadn't seen her since she was 12. I've never met Black Youngster or anything, right? But I think about Black Youngster and how, if you look at some of his older videos, and he had a playful personality, a personality bigger than life. Um, and the reason why I say I try to be respectful, because even with my cousins, I got cousins that are hardcore street dudes, right? And I love them with all of my heart, like they were my own brothers. I'm not saying what they do is right. When they do wrong, they have to go do their bid. Don't nobody try to step in and stop that. They have to go do their time. But I'm not gonna have nobody else. None of my friends talk about my family. I don't get down like that. So I know she ducks in here a lot. And so I don't want to. You talking about a best friend. I'm 43 years old, and she's a little older than me because Black Youngster's mother was about a couple years older than me. Um, but you're talking about almost a 40-year friendship. So I respect my friend. That's my that we call each other cousins. We've been, tight for so long. So, but I think about um with Black Youngster, even with Black Youngster, you look at some of his older videos, and I know Black Youngster grew up around Macmillan, dirt poor area, dirt poor. So with Black Youngster, he used to be very playful. Now when you look at his videos, it's very dark. I can't even look at him. It's like a evil. It's like a dark cloud is over him. You see nothing. It's like evilness everywhere. And sometimes I feel like that's how they want to make it look, right? Now, I know people throw out narratives and stuff all the time, and I'm not saying whether it was true or not, but my best friend says, because I remember when she told me that Black Youngster's second brother was killed. Now, I don't believe that his murder has ever been solved, but even now she says, I don't know where people are getting it from because we know what happened to him, and it didn't have anything to do with no dog. It didn't have anything to do with no dog. So I know sometimes people throw out narratives so they can say, well, well, people can be a little soft, and well, if he did, if he was involved, I understand. I'm telling you now, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Dolph had nothing to do with Black Youngster's brother's murder. Okay, I've been trying to tell y'all that. I ain't grew up in Memphis and around these people and don't know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you. And now back to Black Youngster. Now I think about Black Youngster, and okay, so it had appeared that Yo Gotti was had pulled away from him, right? That's how it appeared. That's how it appeared. That's what everybody was saying. I don't know. I didn't keep up with that. But it seems like now, okay, so then Black Youngster put out that dark video, like right after Dolph died, right? Just absolutely evil on so many levels. But why was that put out? Because whether it's true or not, you had a lot of people that was looking at CMG. A lot of these street dudes know what happened. Okay, the FBI do too. So Memphis Police Department do too. We don't know, right? But a lot of these street dudes know. So for some reason or another, whether it's true or not, but I don't know what they know. They was looking at CMG. So then Black Youngster drops their video. What happens? Um, what happens? All of this anger and hate, you had people wanting to do something to Black Youngster. Okay? Gotti is over CMG. Where Black Youngster put heavy camp, but he's still up under CMG. So those videos have to be approved by the person that's over him, which would be Gotti. Why would he allow him to put that out? First of all, it was disrespectful. And then you talking about a wound that was still open. That's like scratching open that wound, just picking at that wound to make it bleed more. A lot of people still emotional. He put this video out in December, if I'm not mistaken. Why would you put him in that line of fire? Okay. Absolutely. Not why, but who cleared it to be put out. Absolutely. So then after that, people were saying, well, I believe Gotti was mad. And I ain't dogging Gotti. I'm not saying anything about him, but I just know what I know as far as that. I know a little bit about that. Because even with my businesses, I have an entertainment attorney. You know what I mean? I do. So, anyways, they okay, so that happened. People were saying, after that, they was like, I think he God was mad about that. This and that, and he didn't clear that, this and that. I knew that was a lie. We don't know if it was encouraged or not, allegedly. We don't know that. Okay? We don't know. So you think about black youngster who come from Macmillan, dirt poor area. I kind of, I'll never speak about, uh, y- y- I, hey, I know when people grow up poor and they grow up wanting, and then they feel like somebody has taken them out of the hood instead of. And one thing about black youngster that I know, he come from a family who truly believed in God, because even some of his posts, when I've seen some of his posts in the past, I can't look at his page now because I see that darkness. I used to see him say, put God first. Of course, he grew up around people that truly believed in God, right? Regardless of how his upbringing was, what he got into growing up in that area. So then something happened recently. People were saying, well, it seemed like they pulled away from him. I knew that was a lie. So then some stuff is probably going on now where the going is getting hot. Something is going on. I don't know what it is, but something going on. These investigators or something doing something. I knew that there would be another video put out that was going to put all the attention on black youngster. And I said all that to say this, and I'm not saying black youngster is innocent. That insurance agent said some stuff, and what I've always said was I don't know why he would lie. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. That's something that the investigators and the agents or whatever, that's something they have to determine, but I don't know why he would tell a lie. But you have to think about, I think with black youngster, and I think about straight drop. I said all that to get to this. You're talking about people whose loyalty is blind. Whether he was involved or not, we don't know. I can't say that. But I as a CEO, and I know how hot this case is. Ain't no way in hell. And Dolph got some people out there riding. They trying to. Hey, I feel sorry for all the officers and agents and stuff that are involved, because they have to try to figure some stuff out and keep some people from getting hurt. And I'm from what I can see, they on top of it. But if I was a CEO of a record label, there is no way in hell that, as hot as this case is, I would be allowing, if I truly cared about somebody, them to be putting out stuff like this to taunt um at the people that love Dolph. Dolph got fans, I believe, that'll spin for him and some more stuff. This man has children and a family, and stay in the background and kind of let him do it. He don't really let Moneybagg Yo do it a whole lot. Cause see, Moneybagg Yo, I feel like, is probably the biggest money maker. Okay. He makes more money. So sometimes you want to preserve that. Um, but maybe in their eyes, black youngster is a little bit more expendable. We push him out there. People get mad. We'll protect Moneybagg Yo, allegedly. And I'll say allegedly. But that's just how it looks to some people with the naked eye, especially maybe an investigator. Not me, maybe another investigator. Okay. Allegedly. But if somebody got to go, it'll be him. Because with this street stuff, folks are always feeling like they got to get their lick back, you know. And so it hurts me, because you're looking at young men that are talented, You got other men who have been out in the street too that run, even though they're talented. A lot of them have so low self esteem. They were dirt poor. They'll do anything for some money. So, when as Black people do we stop sending destruction back to our community? And I'm not saying that God had anything to do with this, okay? All right? I'm not saying that. But at what point do we stop sending destruction? I'm not saying God or his brother had anything to do with this. But at what point do we stop sending destruction back to they down here now? Put the police with them. Right. Thank you, Alan. We stop sending destruction back to our community. Now, people wanted to get mad at me because people are paid to spin narratives. That ain't gonna happen. I just don't run with stuff because at the end of the day, I do think about the people's families. Okay. Um, Somebody had gotten on here the other night and it was like, you need to speak to the Rachel girl. I knew it was a damn lie, anyways. I wasn't gonna talk to her. But what did start to do was I started to say, tell her to send me an email, but I didn't even want to get into that because it just kind of take me off my focus. I was going to see who she was anyways. And I knew it was going to trace back to it wasn't going to be no Rachel Thornton. But I think with this platform, because it is a form of media, and because we'll be getting into other stuff, other cases, and um, you know, and there are a lot of people that can go far with this, but I always say, I know how they do it as far as the cash apps. What they do is their teams and stuff. Like I said, even with the narratives and stuff being spent on here, it ain't gonna change the investigation. What the agents and the investigators are doing. Thank you, Ladybug. Thank you. It ain't gonna change that, okay? But what they'll do is if somebody's there, if they want to spin a narrative, they'll send an email. You talk about it. Thank you for talking about that. Send a big old cash app. Okay. So with some people, okay, I talked about that. They have their teams. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All in the comments. I'm gonna send you another big cash app or super chat. And sometimes it get people. Well, maybe I should talk about that a little more because I'm getting more money. I'm getting more, this, and that. And that's how they are able to spin the narrative, but it don't change the investigation. Okay? That's right, Janice. It don't change the investigation. And so when we have platforms like this, because I know how the main medias have misled us and blinded us for so long, and God has given, and like I said, I'm a good person, but I ain't nothing to play with now. But I am a good person because I like to see people win. The skip tracer on here. I'm gonna tell y'all something now. The skip tracer is a bad brother all day long. Okay? All day long. We did some work together. Okay? And he ain't even in Memphis. And I just don't know of a whole lot of investigators that can beat him out. He really need to be in the damn CIA. Okay? He bad to the freaking bone. Thank you to Skip Tracy. But who knows? He might have been in the CIA. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. He might have been. Okay. Thank you to Skip Tracer for the $25 cash out. But when you have Thank you, love. Thank you so much. And thank you, because you be hooking up when a shoot. We the dream team. I'm telling you, we the dream team. Um Tamara and Skull and Cut to the Chase TV and our only channel. Thank you, 901 King Deshaun. Um, so when you have platforms like this, and God has blessed you and put us in a position, and a lot of you are, like I said, you have a lot of personalities that draw in people. Like I said, you got Rose Gold, she's got a cool personality. She draw in people. Okay. I don't be agreeing with on Key Glock, but I still be looking at my girl. You know, you got Miss Lowdown. She's got a personality to draw in people. You know, it's all entertainment. You got Onin, you got and you don't have to, because I don't agree with everything they say and do, but I still like a lot of their stuff. You like got Sauce One, he knows how to draw in people. Um, who else? I like Player Cole. That's a lot of them. Thank you, Alvarez. But when God has given you, Auntie Fee, when God has given you a platform, you know, when God has given you a platform, don't allow people to buy you out. Tell the truth. You know, tell the truth. Because see, for me, I'm gonna get on into other stuff because this serves as a it's not my primary job, but it's a lot of people that can make a good living off this. I'm gonna get on into other stuff because this platform serves a purpose. Okay. And even when we talk about Dolph, I know a lot of people think I be getting on here to get information and things of that nature. I don't need to get no information for them federal agents and for those investigators. You know, a lot of people might not have a lot of confidence in MPD. They got the feds working with them. They can't lose. They can't lose. That's a winning combination. Dolph is going to get justice. You know, as I said, I don't think his spirit is resting too much because, you know, you have people slandering his loved ones. You know, a lot of people had, a lot of people had was saying that the cookie shop was involved. I can't say if the cookie shop was involved. The only thing that I've ever said was if the cookie shop was involved, with the way those people are down there telling on each other, don't y'all think they would have mentioned the cookie shop? You know, don't y'all think that? I think people need to understand that Dolph grew up in that area. And because of the high profile case that it is, and people was gone crazy, losing their mind, trying to take folks out, which was got all they're gonna have a hard time with them judges down there when they get caught. If it's been found out that some people been putting some money on folks' head. Okay. Um, so Dolph was familiar with those people. Okay. We don't know if Mia J was familiar with them because that's the area that he grew up in, and that's the area she been with him for over 10 years. If he liked that cookie shop, I mean, I'm sure anybody that lives in that area has probably gone to that cookie shop one time. I'm not taking up for the cookie shop. Like I've always said, I don't know who worked in that cookie shop because I know when you have mom and pop businesses like that, you tend to hire the people from out of the hood to help them out, to give them jobs. That's why I keep saying that. I don't know who worked in there. And that is a hood. That's the hood. And all those folks around there know each other. Okay. And I do believe I heard at one time that somebody had said that when Dolph would always call to get his cookie ready or his cookies ready before he got there. That's why I said I don't know who worked in there. I keep saying that. But because of how hot this case is, you'll never see me point the finger and say, well, the cookie shop flat out did that, and I don't know if they did it, and it's people retaliating for what has happened. I got an issue because it ain't about money to me. Okay, I have an issue as a human, not as a person that has worked for the police department and have my own investigative company. I have an issue with putting people's lives in danger, and I don't have 100% facts. If those people were involved, as sophisticated as the investigators and the agents are, we probably would have known something by now, but it is still an ongoing case. But just because my mind told me or somebody else's mind, if my mind ain't told me, I sure ain't gonna go off of nobody else's mind, because I don't know what kind of mind that is. Folks be on all kinds of meds. But just because their mind told them, I'm not gonna go and put nobody's life in danger. Do I feel like Raven needs to fall back? Of course, because she putting herself in danger. Okay, but that's just how I feel. I'm not her keeper, but because I don't know and everything is not out yet, I'm not going to say somebody did something and put their lives in danger and come to find out maybe they didn't do it. I don't know. But as I've always said, I don't know who worked in that cookie shop. I don't know who worked in that cookie shop. And I had people mad at me saying, well, they had been selling Dolph cars. Let me tell you something. I have a cousin who is related to Dolph on her mama's side. She related to me on her daddy's side. And we grew up together. She told me from day one, they told the family not to talk about this case. So, cousin, I'm not going to talk about it. I said, okay. She posted it one time on her page when he died. Rest in peace. Pray for my family. She had not talked about it anymore. And people was talking about how come his demon ain't had said, now he did it. That's what I'm saying. Mental illness. First of all, demon is a victim and he is a witness. Why would he put himself in that line of fire? Okay. But the other day she said something. Well, yeah, she did say something. Out of all this time, when I said something about his vehicles, she said, Aunt Diane ain't going for that. Ain't no vehicles been sold. Ain't none of his jewelry and stuff been sold. That wouldn't happen. And she also said, I don't even believe Mia would even want to do that. But people, I guess they're psychics and they got cameras in them folks' houses, don't know nothing. Okay. And they run with that. And these people have to look at this stuff. They already preparing mentally to go to court. She gonna be in court. They preparing mentally. They got to go through this. They got to listen to what happened. The investigators and stuff are in touch with them, letting them know the little leads. That's why they're so quiet. They know more than what y'all think, because they know, they let them know stuff. They still having to emotionally deal with that stuff. Don't y'all know that they was looked at really also? They didn't have to look at them long, because the fools that did it got on here and told the folks they did it, and then was threatening everybody. So when they thought they had everybody, another vlogger would get a threat. Somebody else would get a threat. People thought that they was God, as that judge said, and they was threatening people, and that put them on the lead. Don't these Negroes don't understand they could never outsmart the American government? You think you're going to be able to threaten people and send emails and block your number and get fake stuff, fake emails, and threaten people, terroristic threats, and they ain't going to find out where you at and get your exact location? If I can do it, don't you think they can? Okay. But we have to do better because things are better now as far as getting out the right information. All you have to do is the research. The money and stuff will come. And when you do it right, there's always an abundance. I have always taught this to my girls. You can never build a house. You can never build a foundation from sand. Okay? Because when the first wind comes along, it's going to blow it over because you didn't do it right. It's all about doing things right. It's all about doing it right. You know. So that's one of the things. I think about this Dolph's case, and I just started listening to Dolph's music. I met Dolph one time in a hot wing shop, and I didn't know anything about rap. And he was buying people's food to listen to his album. He was in Debo's on Elvis Presley. So he was basically giving back then because everybody that walked in there, he was buying their food to listen to his album. That's a way of marketing. He could have went anywhere, but he was in the hood doing it. You know? And the idea that they took him out, whether it was beef, rather it was whatever, okay? It was dead wrong. And not only that, but these people have put themselves in a position to get the electric chair because they was constantly taking people out. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this Jeremiah Taylor's case. I just know they quiet as mouse. Normally, that's for a reason, okay? Normally, that's for a reason. A lot of these kids are going to be, and I hope the people that sent them have put themselves in position to have to go to the electric chair, all because they was misled. That's why I say, I've been saying from day one, the straight drops, the teasies, the JoJo Splats and the Corneliuses and all of them, they're just limbs and leaves on the tree. The people that's putting the bags on these folks' heads is the problem. They're the root of the problem. The root needs to be dug up. The root needs to be dug up. Because these are the people that is destroying our community, whoever they are. I don't know who they are, but they are initially the problem. And the thing I can't understand is a lot of these folks, before they start making money, they grew up in the hood. They struggled. They struggled with everybody in the hood. Everybody in the hood had the same struggle. Okay. But then when you make it, and the people in the hood are the reason a lot of times that you make it. It might not be your hood, but somebody else's hood, because you don't see a lot of suburban people, especially back then, listening to no rap music or a whole lot of R&B. Okay. So it's the people that are at that time on the same level as you, that understand the struggle, whether it's R&B music or rap. They understand the struggle, so they feel it, and so they buy your stuff. Fortunately, you was able to get out. A lot of them are still stuck there. The way you repay them is to send destruction back. You can't help these folks by giving them money. If you got, because anytime you got money to put to pay for somebody to be taken out, that means you got money to waste. You can't put up parks and send people to school, teach them how to read. A lot of these folks can't even read and write, but you throw them on drugs. You do that, and then you give them money to go and to take out other people, destroying that person's life. Not only that person that they take out, but a whole family of people. Okay. and ultimately their life, because they're not going to get away with it for too long. Okay? They're not going to get away with it for too long. Jane Doe says, I'm a lion. What's that? The world is my jungle. What you mean, Jane Doe? Okay? Hierarchy and the puppets. Absolutely. Hello, Yvette. So we gotta do better. We have to take our platforms and change, put out the right narratives, because the money is gonna come anyways. As hard as people working to get the truth, it's people working and got other people working in the background that don't want the truth out, you know, whoever those people are. Y'all, it's 130 people in the building and it's only 77 likes. Y'all, please hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You know. So we gotta do better. I'm gonna drop the link. Like I said, it's open conversation. We just shooting from the hip tonight. Anybody that want to come up can definitely come up. I'm dropping the link. You know, like I said, I had to touch on that about Young Dolph's case. You know, about Young Dolph, always about Young Dolph, because I think about even now. People talk about Young Dolph, and I've even heard. Thank you, Player Cole. I've even heard people say, "Well, Young Dolph wasn't no gangster." You know, I watch Young Dolph's movements. You could tell Young Dolph was raised by his grandmother. And normally when you're raised by a grandmother that has some values, you have regards for life. They tried to assassinate this man several times, whoever. And he had the money to get his lick back, but he had some type of regards for life. And people was insistent on they was going to take this man out. Now people going to be hollering whoever these folks are. The government had did us wrong, because I'm gonna tell you something. Sure enough, if it's a lot of money behind this, and the feds ain't in this for nothing, they're gonna drain them and make examples out of them. Hello, TLO, and make examples out of them. I can't understand our black men. God bless you to get out and you get your money and be a fool with it. A fool with money is dangerous, especially when they have this grander than life idea of who they are. Hey, player Cole.
What's poppin'?
Nothing much. What's going on?
I can't call it slow motion. Just got through. You dropped the link at the right time because I just got through with my food.
So, what you think about what I'm saying?
Yeah, everything make perfect sense. Like what I'm saying. I'm with you to that to the T. Like like people got to stop putting that false information out there and just let it unfold. Like everything in due time. Like these people working hard to make sure justice is served for Dolph. And like with that Dolph case, it was an eye opener to the city. And like I was sitting back looking at an interview with Mayor Strickland today. He wasn't talking about the Dolph case, but he was talking about like the number of aggravated assaults in the city and how like people are getting back out of jail. He called out like he called out like maybe 30 charges. Out of them 30 charges, maybe 10 people served jail time. And like they want to make stricter rules. Like these people getting tired of this foolishness going on down here.
Yeah, they tired of it. And from my understanding, there's supposed to be some laws changed in June because they're gonna make sure that they are harder. Because one thing I noticed, the district attorney, because everybody was on top of her head, right?
Yeah.
And when she did her interview, they was talking about, people are getting back out. She said, okay, well then you need to tell your lawmakers to change the laws. She said, everybody is at me. I have to sentence or whatever, not sentence, but I have to stay within the perimeters of the law. That's what we do. Y'all need to talk to y'all's lawmakers. And it seems like that is what is happening. So a lot of these young men are not going to be hitting licks and getting back out. Okay. And we already know Texas is hardcore.
Yeah, they don't play.
So it seems to me that Tennessee and it's something going on with Shelby County in Texas. Because as I said, about a month ago, I heard somebody say they ain't gonna be able to hit licks and run back to Texas. They ain't gonna make it out of Arkansas. So that leads me to believe that it's something going. They working together between Tennessee, Arkansas, and Texas. And they don't play in Texas.
No, and they don't play in Arkansas.
No, they don't play in Arkansas. I'm gonna tell you something. When I was working for MPD, and there would be a chase, they would stop on that bridge, okay? Because in Arkansas, the laws are different.
Yeah.
If you come over there on a chase, they can shoot you because you are a threat when you on a high-speed chase. And the officers would say, we already knew they was going to stop on that bridge. Those were the people that knew. A lot of these young kids don't really care about anything. But they would go, because they're going to fill them up full of holes over there in Arkansas.
Yeah.
They don't
play home with no problem.
I'm telling you, they don't play in Arkansas. So it's something going on between Tennessee and Texas. You already know they'll electrocute you, and you ain't going to sit on death row 20, 25 years. They're going to get you out of there 8 or 9. Bush them made sure that they made those laws tough.
Yeah, they got a lot of laws still in effect, old hardcore laws. Like they ain't playing in Texas and New York.
I'm telling you, they're getting harder on these laws, and it's unfortunate because you already know that it's going to affect the African American men more. Yep. But look at what's happening. You can't be out there just putting bags on people's heads and then people fool you and trick you like, I got the hookup and this and that happened. And they going after these folks with money to let them know you don't own the streets. Hold on for a minute, player call.
Hi, you cool.
My dog wants some water, child. It seems like every time I get on, she start barking. No home training at all to let me know. She'll stand in front of me and start barking and let me know she wants some water.
That's how my puppies is. That's why they ain't in the room with her no more. They at the road.
But yeah, so it's a lot of stuff that's getting ready to change. Like I said, it's unfortunate, but it's necessary because the law-abiding citizens,
Yeah, I was saying a lot of stuff they trying to change, and like it's crazy when he got through the interview went out. They was showing about a dude got arrested. I guess he was waving a gun on the interstate. And, they ran this history like he had been convicted of a lot of crimes, and like when they called his bond out, it was crazy. They gave him a bond, $5,000 bond. That's $500 to get out on. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me kiss this door.
Okay. One King Deshaun says, I'm glad Tennessee, one of the 3 states that still got the electric chair. Yeah, they do. The electric chair was so cruel. Most of states have abolished it, but not Tennessee. I think in Mississippi they still got the gun squad where they they just shoot you. It's called the gun squad. Yeah. Good, tired of it, marching phonies. Yeah, that's the only way that our sons and our daughters are gonna be safe. And it's time for people to start talking to their children. It's time. They got to be validated some other kind of way because they don't truly understand what love is, right? Because they don't understand that showing love is not sending you out to kill nobody.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. They don't understand that showing love is not sending you out to hit licks for them, you know. Because here's the thing, they're not gonna send their brothers or their sisters or their cousins out.
They ain't
They
gonna want nowhere near their lifestyle.
absolutely not. They love them. They love them. So, you know, it's just it's gotta this stuff has gotta change. And I believe it or not, people are so tired of the murders and stuff and things of that nature. They ready for these laws, these hard laws to be put into place.
They finna make it where you know, like say if you involved in a crime or you a witness, you know that I was saying well they finna start doing witness relocation down here. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a lot of stuff finna take change. So people need to like buckle up and get ready.
So that people can talk more. I'm gonna tell you something. When they put you in on witness protection, some of these people live better than they've ever lived. They change their names, they get them nice apartments, they send them to other states, and they take their immediate family. So you talk about a lot of these people who are living um like dirt poor, they get the opportunity to start over. They're gonna tell and take it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna tell and take it. A lot of people feel like that straight drop is not. I think one straight drop, and who's to say straight drop hadn't already said anything? But I think one straight drop being a 24-year-old young man sit in jail and he gets looking at that he been used and sent out, he might have a change of heart. You know, he might have a change of heart. I don't know. He might have already had one. Yeah, I'll bet to the. Oh my God.
Okay, go sit down.
Thank you, Gail. Oh my God. Thank you, Gail. Um, thank you for that cash out. But a lot of people, I'm happy that the laws are getting ready to change. That kind of blew me away. Thank you so much. So kind. Everybody is so kind tonight. Like I said, I got on to do some. I kind of got on to do some inspiration, and I was thinking about Young Dolph, and I was thinking about at this time, Young Dolph's family really need that support.
Yeah.
They getting ready to go through one of the hardest times. They're gonna have to hear about everything.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing like hearing about your child was stalked and then just taken out. And all he did was come back to the city to give some turkeys to show some support to the city. And that very city, some people in that city took him out like that. That's a cold,
Good, crazy.
yeah, that's a cold that's a cold thing. So that's why I always say, things have got to change. They do. They got to change. And a lot of these young men that are being blessed, as I had referred to Moneybag Yo earlier. A lot of these young men that are being blessed, they're going to have to give up some stuff before them folks force them to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to. And like I said, my prayer, because I like Moneybag Yo's music, is that he didn't have anything to do with this, but from the naked eye as an investigator myself.
But see, I'm gonna say this about Moneybag though. Like he one of the people from CMG. If some people around in their ears talking down on Dolph name, he go speak up and be like, "Hey, we ain't on it." You know what I'm saying? I can't say that about him. And like, there's some personal stuff like I just seen and heard from my own two eyes. Like he the only one that will say something like that.
Well, good. Well, good. Because like I said, this man's family has to deal with, number one, what is ahead of them, and this investigation is long from over. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, they're gonna be hurt for a minute. Like every holiday come up, this gonna be their first holiday without them. His kid's birthday, getting out of school, graduation, like. that they finna be hurt for a long time. That's why I'm like, the people that they ain't got nothing good to say about him, they should just fall back because like this gonna be hard on his whole family. You know what I'm saying, and especially his kids. They might ain't got a son. You know how hard it is to raise a son without a father. I don't care how bad a woman so they can do it without a man. A son needs their father around them.
Absolutely. And them folks, them kids adored their dad. They adored their dad. Thank you, Miss Beverly Willis. They adored their dad, and he loved his children. That was a young man. That was a young man, and people was talking about, well, he went and signed this. That was a businessman.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when people don't understand business, they feel like you're supposed to be more, loyal to them or whatever than yourself, than your own business. And the thing about it is, people who in business that I feel like there was a lot of instigation. They understand how it goes. They
Yeah.
understood he was just signing talent, but I think a lot of people promoted it.
And then I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like, what was a good thing about his fatherhood? That man became rich, then had kids. Like, man, that's a good feeling right there. You know what I'm saying? You get your money right, then you go get a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, woo, it's crazy though.
Okay, she said it was a mistake. Okay. I think you can recall it. Can If they make a mistake, can't they recall it?
Yeah. What is called a refund?
Okay. Yeah, Miss Gail, you can recall it. Thank you, Paige Clean. She says, he says, I love the way you run your show.
And it's all grown.
Yeah. For those of you all that are just coming into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the
Did you get a chance to check Jay Fields' new video out?
um I haven't. I haven't checked it out. I'm trying to figure out a way to get this lady her
You can
money
go
back.
to her name and whoever name it was, and just go to it, and the refund button should be right there.
Okay. Miss Gail, I'm gonna give it back to you. I am. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I promise you I'm gonna give it back to you. Because when I looked at it, I said, oh my God. Let's see. Cyrus got Alex. Oh, I love Jay Fizzle. Paige T Clean says, um, did you find a man? Antonio says, did I find a man yet? Lord have mercy.
Man, that was the layup of the day for me right there. Who would they just say, White Money Bag said then on this song?
Let me see.
With PG.
Why Moneybag was disrespectful in his song with ESTG and B1 at Dog Spot in
The
South Memphis.
I don't know, cause I heard this song. When I heard this verse, only thing I said was like, damn.
Let's see. And Antonio Drennan says, "Did you find him?" Okay, I already read that. Now shout out. Is it Nemo and Jay Fizzle in talking to my scale? Okay.
I forgot the name of his new song, Zaza or something like that.
Okay, so push refund. Let me go. Okay.
Get a refund and send it right back.
Okay, I just refunded it to you. I refunded it to you, Miss Gail.
Your dog practices when somebody knock at the door, ain't it?
Okay, you should have it back. I sent it back to him.
Yeah, that's nice, boo.
Okay. Let's see who done it. He says they can get whoever cause they been there. Okay. I'm lucky I love Clovers. Tim, you should try listening to the Christian rapper called Minister Slugger. He'll have you thinking. Okay. Tam fam, don't forget to hit the like button. That's right, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's right. She said that cash app was when I looked at it, I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all
What
heard
you
me say,
gonna be
oh,
lucky as you? Cause like I know that happened to a person and like mine. Let's
they
just
won't get the money back. Oh my God. When I saw that, I said, oh my God. It was $500. I was like, ain't nobody, gave what I know she probably, when she heard me say, oh my God, she probably looked at it twice. Like, what the hell? But I sent it back to you. Of course, I would never do nothing like that.
I ain't yeah, like you good people, like, but mine, I've seen that deal before. I'm like, woo.
And then people not give the folks their money back?
Mine, tell them talking.
Lord, have mercy. What's up, T? What happened to Miss D? I miss my girl talking. S. I look for your show every day. You come with the real. Thank you. I think Miss D got a hair business and stuff. I think she's just busy with that. Finders keeper. Finders keeper, Miss Gail. Y'all know I can't do Miss Gail like that. All I'm saying is MB is doing a lot of stuff. Dolph was doing or planning to take to do is very crazy. MB trying to land now. Come on now. Wow. He says this whole drill genre got the people's mind polluted. That's true. That's true. And I think we're gonna have to get away from that.
I
We
was
are.
telling my friend about that today. He was like, he was really asking me about the music. I said, man, like the music, the change, man. Like if you ain't rapping no drill rap, you realize people ain't gonna want to hear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they own now. It's crazy. Chicago got them brainwashed.
There go my boy. Rest in peace, young dog. Said, hey, my girl T, I gotta. What he say? Lock you in. How about that so-called other wife was to try? Hold on, was to try to take this dog case off track. I knew it. I had already knew it. Sky says, I'm not sending nothing back. Oh Lord.
I'm ready for tomorrow. You still doing it with Big
I
Person?
watch you all the time. God bless you. Thank you. What 500 and then things? No, I ain't gonna take nobody money like that. If she says she didn't, or well, it's a she. If she says she wasn't trying to do it, um, I know a lot of people go, God done bless me, and they said, no, I didn't try to do that. No, I've been praying for $500.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jeff Lee?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good.
I since it's open conversation, I guess I'm about to start like this.
Okay.
Player Code.
What's up with it?
Did you used to rap with Player Cash?
Nah, that's somebody else. I seen that name pop up on YouTube.
Okay. I was wondering because you sound like dude.
I seen that name and I don't even know if he from Memphis or not, but I just seen them on YouTube though.
Yeah, he from Memphis. I wanted to touch on something you talked about, Tim. I think it was it last night or the night before last one? And that is how people try to jump on your platform and change the narrative and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying to myself, that is kind of rude. If you're going down a certain path and you're doing a certain thing, you want to stick on a certain topic. But the way that this golf case has been going, it's like 5 or 6 narratives out there. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, so
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you stick with, narrative A, and that's what you want to talk about, that's cool. But it's so many people that have different narratives. And I'm like, okay, so the only thing we really need to do is sit back and wait. Because I believe the good officers are doing their jobs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I also believe, just like there's anything good, you got some bad. But I don't understand, I guess, what this whole thing is going on with the new Chief Davis, with her getting her gun stolen. I don't even equate the home burglary because that's a new construction area she's in, and people still from construction companies all the time. So, but it is kind of odd and kind of weird how she just got here. Let's say what, a year ago, maybe, if that, and all kind of stuff is happening. That's not kosher. That's not cool. Because it almost, for somebody from the outside looking in, they'll say, okay, they trying to send the chief a message. Leave it alone.
Hold on 1 second. Jeffrey, I'm sorry, but Tavia, Tavia done tickled me. Tavia, you act right tonight.
I see that.
Tavia, you be good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, I was watching some other platforms earlier today, and one platform said a straight job was getting ready to go to federal prison. Another platform said that they got a phone call and it was a connection, but they had to go and find where they told them the connection was, and it was in a swampy area, and they went and found it was a tag from Texas, a car tag. And the information that person gave them was that this dog thing came out of Mexico with a cartel, and it has a Dallas connection to it. So I was saying, it's so many narratives, there's so many possibilities, and it doesn't help that Raven has switched stories about 100 times. So, I mean, it's just like I'm just falling back. I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen, because just like with the MLK, it's one narrative that James Earl Ray killed him, but the King family sued him, the government and the Dixon Mafia and all that kind of stuff, and the FBI, and it was proven that they had a hand in it. So James Earl Ray was innocent. But here locally, the Civil Rights Museum is still going with that narrative. So I just hope that this dog case is solved. He gets justice, and the right narrative is the
So why
actual
so why
account of
so
what
why
happened.
do you think that that Raven has changed his story? Do you think that maybe she just wasn't there and she was listening to other people?
Even at that, um, we can go back to the very first time. She made the statement on, I think it was Channel 5 News, and she was saying that her dad called her and blah, blah, blah. And she heard in the background, hold on, dog, hold on, man. Now, she later on changed that and she said that she thought that was her dad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, okay, number one, you said he called you. Number two, you know your father's voice.
Mm-hmm.
So that spun off a whole new narrative. You know, then they said that, Maurice was there. Dr. Kia Moore said he was there. He said he just put up. So that's also another
You said
narrative.
Dr. Kia Moore was there. This is the first time I've heard that
No,
she was
no.
there.
When they interviewed her, she said the whole staff was there, the owners and everybody.
Oh, okay.
So now Raven is saying it was 3 people there or 4 people there, and her dad wasn't there. He, when he got there, the shooters just drove off, and he didn't touch anything. He was trying to get everybody out of the building. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole new narrative. And then you have the bullets that shattered the door, and the metal of the door is facing outward to the street, like somebody was shooting from the inside and not the outside. And we all know if you bust a Draco, well, maybe everybody don't know, but first of all, a bent Draco, the rifle was bent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, when you fire a Draco and take a picture, whether it's after it was fired or when it was fired, you're going to either see smoke or you're going to see that barrel, discharge a bullet. So
Mm-hmm.
my thing was, instead of, and here's another narrative, they gave us the steals of a video. Nobody wants to see Dolph get gunned down, but people do want to see that he went in that store, because the other narrative is he got killed outside in the car or
Well, let
near the
me
car.
let me ask you this, and I don't want you to take this personal, okay?
Huh?
Now, who are we for them to show the video to just and mess their case up? And I'm serious because they know what has happened, and it's got to be shown in court. But
Mhm.
they know what has happened. I'm sure the parents, the family knows what has happened.
Mhm.
The district attorney, the agents, the investigators. Who are we for them to show that to?
Well, the whole thing about it is, if they hadn't put out those still pictures because they look doctored, that's why people want to see, some actual video. Because one narrative is Straight Drop or whoever those guys was that ran up to the window didn't even shoot. And then the other
That's
narrative
not
is
what that's not what the witness said.
they ran up to the window and only the pistol shot.
Hey
So
T,
Hey, hold on for a second, Jeff Lee. How you doing? Rest in peace, young dog.
I'm doing fine.
Well, that's
Jeff
good.
Lee, I just wanted to say, do you think the cookie shot got something to do with it? If so, I was on Skull Channel. They trying to make it seem like everybody blamed them. I took up for T. Everybody from T show, if you was on there, you saw it yesterday. I said, no, if anything, T take up for y'all. So don't do
Oh,
that.
well,
they said I blame them.
They were like every blog, and I said, no, 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 no. T, she look out for y'all.
Wow, because like I said, I would have an issue because they have not said that the cookie shop was involved. So I already know what's going on out in the streets. I would have an issue with accusing somebody of doing something, especially if I don't know for sure, and having somebody's life put in danger.
And this Fable Gold Cat who used to be King Dot old homeboy, he
Mm-hmm.
getting paid by CMG to go in these bloggers comment, lie on Key Glock, talking about if it went for Kenny Money and Key Glock getting signed, Dolphin would die. For one, Key Glock been signed for Dolphin by 7 years, but Dolphin didn't count his first 2 years for one. None of that happened to Dolphin.
Wow.
Attempted his life. Key Glock tried to retaliate. He posted on the story before it happened. We finna spin.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph told him to take it down. He ain't getting hit. What can they say? We ain't blaming no cookie shop over here. We ain't pushing that narrative. We keeping it real. I just want everybody to just continue to give Tia props because she don't blame y'all. That's all I want.
And thank you, rest in peace, Young Dolph. I appreciate that so much. I try to be as fair as I can be, and you know, I do. I try to be as fair
Mhm.
as I as I can be.
Now
And you're right.
I want to
But
ask you a question, Tammy.
what's up?
I want you to be offended, but I want to ask you a question because I moved there about 23 years ago. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and where I'm from, they normally hit places that have the money.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, why would a cookie shop get robbed a couple of weeks before?
Some people were trying
I
to
don't
say
know because
Dolph hid his money there.
yeah, because people break into businesses all the time. I promise you.
But
I
if there's no money there, why bring it to it?
But when you want to hit, you don't really know why people do what they do. It's a I know somebody that owns a juice shop,
Mhm.
and they stayed breaking into his business, going for their cash register, and it didn't register to them that ain't no business gonna keep no money in the cash register.
That's got to be the dumbest criminals ever.
But when you have to understand, a lot of these folks are on drugs and stuff now. Okay, and I don't really know what the cookie shop had going on, but I'm just saying we can never say why they did it when we don't know why they did it. We can't make assumptions and just put that on somebody's back.
But do you see how you just mentioned that your friend that owned the juice shop kept getting broke into, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, but we only heard the cookie shop got broken into one time.
Hmm.
Make
Okay,
it make sense.
because they got broke into one time, it seemed like to me if they had all that going on, I'm not taking up for the cookie shop, but if they had all that going on, them folks would have, that's the hood. You live in Memphis, don't you? So
Yes.
that area over there is the straight up hood. If they felt like them folks was swinging or whatever, I guess they got some new words or something now. When I was coming up, it used to be swinging. If they said them folks was swinging like that, then they would have been breaking up in that thing every other day.
Okay, so
That's the hood. They hang out all day, every day in that area.
right, yeah, I might have to go back and do some research because I want to find out if the family dollar had been broken to very often, the gas stations being held up a lot, church chicken, all that stuff in that whole area. They used to do on the news a 5 mile radius zip code of the burglars and the crimes. They don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it is possible, but I'm just saying, how likely is it? You know, I heard
Mm-hmm.
a narrative today that when she took that video, Raven took the video in July, she reposted it a week before.
Mm-hmm.
And the narrative I heard was that was supposed to be a signal. I'm like, I don't know. That's kind of deep.
Well,
Can I
like
say
I
something
said,
else?
what you say? Rest in peace, young dog.
I just want to say I think the shooter with the Draco was CL Bobby because now Black Youngster want to drop songs talking about some rest in peace to G Train, but G Train son down there with a $280,000 bond, you ain't buying nothing for him. G Train wouldn't be so happy for you. You telling on yourself. Cornelius was the driver. He ain't shoot. Cornelius didn't shoot. He was the driver. CL Bobby, he had the Draco. It's telling on themselves. And
They
you know the
sure
other
won't
one
let
was
him out
scraped.
with it.
They
Well,
won't
I'm
And
gonna
put
we
it
say
and we
this
on.
do
last thing,
know,
Tim.
and we do know this that CEO Bobby allegedly was working with somebody who owns a chop shop.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this last thing, and I'm gonna get out of here and just listen.
Okay.
It was another night you were talking about, and I just read this on the internet. In my hometown, they have about 20 people arrested, and they're watching them now. Those that got out, all of these guys are rappers, and they are putting in their lyrics on these tracks, their confessions. They have more details about the different murders, and they round them up. So it kind of made me think about Jay-Z and his fight now with the courts and saying that prosecutors shouldn't be able to use lyrics against, defendants. And I'm like, well, no. I mean, if ain't nobody gonna step forward and say nothing, let them tell it.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that said, a few years ago, maybe about 15 years ago, I said Memphis has some of the best rappers. And sure enough, after 3 6, got the award or whatever, it seemed like the roof just blew off. And now all you gotta do is stop this killing. That's all I got to do. Stop the killing, and Memphis will be the new Atlanta.
Right. That's true.
And I'm
And then
gone.
we gotta stop Remy hush. And then we gotta another thing that we gotta do is we gotta get in the right politicians. Because with the right politicians, that is what makes a city flourish. The right politicians, because our cities get a lot of money to come through them, but we don't have the right politicians that's allocating those funds in areas that they should be. They're lining their own pockets. So I agree with you on that. And when they start doing that, um,
Well, I hate to bring bad news to you, but that's done on purpose.
that rest in peace, young Dolph. They said, how do you know that CMG is paying them, paying the young man?
Every member was following him.
Mm-hmm.
Key Glock and Kenny Money them can't respond. They on tour. When Key Glock to get into it, he wanted to play police game and post a screenshot when they dropped it low. I know y'all saw it. Don't act like you didn't. Key Glock really trying not to get on that people making him.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna send them. All right, don't listen to him.
So let me ask you this: why do you think people are on top of Key
I
Glock's
try not
head
to
so
tell
much?
what trust me. That man being sent and paid to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But for some reason, your phone breaking up real bad. We
they
can't
ain't
hardly
had that
hear you.
place
You there?
in Dolphin. Do that thing. They
Your
ain't
phone breaking up. We can't hear your
have
phone going in and your phone going. Okay, his phone's going in and out.
I'm like, man, I ain't know what that was.
Yeah, I hope he come back up because I want to hear
Hey,
what
what
he
he
got
was
what
saying
he was
though,
saying. He was telling us we just couldn't hear him.
yeah, like, but what he was saying, like, this what you been hearing in the street though. That's why I'm like, I hate his phone or whatever was messing up though. Like,
He'll probably come back up because he come back. He be on here all the time. Oh, here you go, right here. You there? Rest in peace. You there?
can you hear me?
Your phone. I heard you just then. We can't hear you now
All right.
though.
I was saying like, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I probably can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear
Key
you
Glock
now.
know they been sent at him. Key Glock not being on no YouTube 24/7 and no blog comment. I saw the Fable Gold page because he been dropping music off that page. I'm just tell dog. He was in Rose Gold comments about some. I hate she made a video about it on his side, but he talking about if it wasn't for Kenny Money and Key Glock, Dolph would never die. For one, if you from Memphis, you know when Moneybagg Yo first started, stop hanging around Dolph Hill because they said he got Kenny Money burden Dolph. Everybody know this.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to tell the real what they try to deny it. Why would he put it in the song? Everybody go listen to that song. He said, my old homie said I got his brother hit, but I ain't got nothing to do with that. Think about it. Who is an old homeboy? Kenny Money.
Right.
So around the same time, he ghosted Dolph when Dolph put him on that I Need a Plug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he went off on the song.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I think that
But did you know that
well,
after that song, he never worked with Dolph again?
yeah.
They said they had another song that was supposed to drop, I guess, on Dolph Project, but I don't know if the song got cleared or not. I would like to hear this song though.
Then look, Miss T. It's so sad. I know Black. I ain't even gonna say his name, but he's sending them because why would Fabo Gold post on his story? Keep like you know you look up the Black youngster. Come on, man, be for real. Dolph
Yeah.
these man
Well,
role model,
I've
bro.
been knowing
Y'all saying
that a
anything.
lot of people was getting paid. And I think it's a shame though, because I think now, when Dolph was taken out, whoever was behind this, they wasn't anticipating that so many people was gonna pay it any attention. And now he's getting more love,
Yeah,
and then Key Glock and them are blowing up. I think it's gonna be they're gonna, one by one, I think they all gonna start to go up. And I think, especially when people are that greedy, and right now a lot of them feel like, well, I haven't been looked at, and this and that. They sending other people out to try to do some dirt because they feel like, well, Key Glock might be a threat. Now, I think I've been saying, when I get on here and I say stuff, I don't say it just to hear myself
right.
saying it. I think I've been saying that these folks got folks paying people and got their teams sending out these fake emails and spreading these false narratives. That's what they do.
Thank you. And they playing too much in music. I ain't gonna say his name, but they from the other side. He said, y'all know who Scratch that wanted to get signed to. He put in a song that just dropped on 42 Door and ESTG mixtape. But boy, they wanted to sign with me, but he had to go stain something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is,
They
Key
make
Glock, the
these
young,
kids kill for record deal.
that's exactly what they make them do. And it's sad because what this young man
That
did was
youngster got signed.
he went on the
Got it.
internet and he made a threat. And so it's on the internet. People got that. So what Key Glock needs to do is he need to act on that. He need to get that on record. It's already on record. That's what he needs to do. So when these people think that they're going to be doing
Man,
something or try to take somebody out to try to get a record deal, take out somebody else's problem, it'll already be on record. And at this point, I can't even see. That's how you know a lot of these people don't have no sense. As hot as this case is, and the way the folks watching this case, why would he get his? Okay, but I definitely believe
off
you
the hook,
that he
girls.
was sent
Fabo
out.
Gold, he made a threat. He
And so
told Key
now it's
Glock
kind of
he better put
trending
it on
all over the
sample.
internet. Oh, it was trending all over the internet, you know. Like Angie tried to say, it's trying to keep
Yeah, then he
everybody
want to make the
distracted.
mama dance. talking about he gave Key Glock mama money when Key Glock went to jail. You know that's a lie. That that when Dolph first reached out to Key when he went to jail. Be for real. On the music tip.
Mm-hmm. Is it Fabo
Then he
Gold?
say, I'm gonna expose it all. I hope you watching. For you wanna say Dolph and Key Glock cousin, why would Dolph say they couldn't through marriage? Dolph
He
uncle
did
and
say
Key Glock
that.
auntie went together, but they died. Think about it. I just be wanna
Mm-hmm. Dow said that. He said Key Glock's auntie raised him, and Key Glock's auntie was married to his uncle, right?
yeah, in another interview he said they used to eat dinner every Sunday.
He said that Key Glock's auntie helped him out. His uncle his uncle and Key Glock's auntie did a lot for him. Now Dow said that.
Right, because Key Glock uncle the one that talked to Dolph auntie about getting Key Glock out of trouble. Tula Mafia really had a lot of these Dolph members on the wrong track. That's why now they're so mad because they ain't crashing out for him no more.
Mm-hmm. You think now who's mad because they ain't crashing out for him no more? You hear? Are you there?
People gonna get mad, but they stop
Mm-hmm.
hanging with each other. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said people gonna get mad, but they start hanging with each other when Key Glock shut up the club. When Chula so called got in the incident, they ran and left him, but they don't want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think it's all it's all gonna come out. That's one thing for sure. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? Rest in peace, young dog. You there?
It's John Miley froze up.
Be quiet, Remy. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to look at something. I'm reading some, y'all.
But he ain't lying about that money getting passed around though.
Okay, he's back. Now, what was you saying? Rest in peace, young dog. Be quiet, Remy.
Hey T,
Uh-huh. What was you saying?
hi T.
Hey.
My mic was messing up, but another thing I want to say, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
T.
I can hear you.
Another thing I wanted to say, Key Glock always said deep in rap because they was hating on him before he got money, but when he got money, that one is really departed. I know people saw that post on Facebook. Teasy said it ain't no paper route true. That's what J Money wanted to be. Kept convincing Dolph to make it paper route true. At first it was paper route entertainment. Then now it's paper route empire.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
The only
Hmm.
thing I can say Dolph ain't get right for his artist is a cameraman. That's the only thing. Before he died, he was working on getting a cameraman. That's why he said he had a plan. He was just gonna sit back and let them record all the videos and make. push this artist to make millions off all of them. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just let get a lot
So
off my chest. Another thing, they say CMG better than paper route. I gotta get them out to you. Mostly every one of them, Yo Gotti artist was already halfway popping. Dolph built every one of his artists up from ground on up.
yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, I would think that people would want to see Key Glock, um, do well. I know I want to see him do well. Key Glock is a young man. He's 24 years old. He had nothing to do with this. People will look over some of the obvious
Oh yeah,
people.
that gonna make it make sense. No, no. Oh, I'm sorry.
Make it make sense as
Oh,
Key Glock.
cause he
Wait a
tried to
minute.
say Straight Dog was better than Big Aunt the other night. Man, you know Big Aunt way better than Straight Dog. You said that the other night. You thought I would let you get away with it. I couldn't get on here. Make it make sense. I remember you.
Key
One of
Glock
them
can't
Dolph
go
haters too.
signing no paperwork.
Talking about Dolph
And
ain't got no good artists. Everyone the Dolph
he said Key Glock can't go sign no
got
paperwork and
tell
keep his streets great.
people he
But at
signed
least he
Creed.
make it
Why
make
would he
sense. At
sign?
least he get to keep his life. And that's what I've been talking about. At least he get to keep his life. If somebody is threatening your life, I mean, I
And
wouldn't even
people
want the
want to
street
sign Key
creds.
Glock. But Key Glock said he been around Dolph so long he'll never sign.
Hmm. What I mean, DJ Choice, that's your opinion. I'm not stopping your opinion. That's your opinion. To a lot of other people it's not, but everybody have their own opinion. But that's right. Rest in peace to young Dolph. um I think people like who they like. you know People like who they like. um DJ Choice says that CMG's roster is better, doing Dolph diss songs live after his death and everything.
That's true.
Hmm. DJ Choice, what do you mean doing Dolph diss songs after his death and everything? What you mean by that? I'm trying to figure out what you mean.
He probably talking about at the concert.
That's why they man, you gonna forever perform 100 shots and play with your B.
He said, but I like Dolph as a man better um than them dudes. I guess he's trying to say than them dudes. Yeah. It's got a restaurant back open. I don't know. It's been back open though. I don't know if it ever
Since they want to
closed.
question, Miss T, we gonna ask the chat this. Just say yes, no. Do y'all respect when Black Youngster went down there to Dallas and performed that song? Somebody, Dolph Lundgren want to play though after he died. Do y'all respect that? Since y'all want to talk, do y'all respect that? This gonna tell me a lot, and I'm gonna leave it alone after this. Yes or no?
Hold on, I gotta ask DJ Choice this. So DJ Choice, how do you feel about Black Youngster doing Shake Some after Dolph was killed? How do you feel about that?
See, look,
Oh,
see, there where I gotta come in. Now you talking about he shook some? He ain't shake nothing. Nobody didn't even sing the song. They were looking at him stupid for one. For two, how you get cool points? It was like a couple days, not even a week after Dolph died. You want to say a Dolph don't want to play that after he died? What you? That's why Dolph Hero exposed you, and you made that. I'm assuming about Grove Hero really all that throwing slick shots on the ground when Grove Hero put your grandmama house falling in. Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah,
that's right. I like that song. How the hell you miss a whole 100 shots? Well, he said he think it was terrible that he performed that diss song after he died. Um, it was extremely disrespectful. You're right. It ain't no way to condone it. It was extremely
thank you,
disrespectful.
Hakia. Hakia. Why would they trip on Glock keeping his name alive if he performing I'm gonna play that. Come on, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah, I've heard some people say, Glock is performing Dolph songs. That's because he keeps his legacy going. That's what I think. That's what people want to hear. He's representing for Dolph. But I think when people have an issue with you, they'll find any reason to find you won't be able to do anything right for them anyways. You know, they don't necessarily have a reason not to like you. Out of all out of all the obviousness and all of the disrespect and all of the attempts on his life, I can't focus I wouldn't focus on Key Glock when you've had people to blatantly disrespect him. I just feel like with some people, Key Glock, I feel like Key Glock is probably an easier target when it is obvious. Like I have an issue
I
with
think they gonna.
the way they people have dissed him in his death. It's
I
disrespectful
think
to
they
his
gonna try
family.
something when he come to Fort Wayne.
You think they're gonna try something when he comes to Fort Wayne? I already said he needs to have his security super tight.
Cause Marion, Indiana, 50 minutes away.
You said Indiana what now? Your phone freezing up again.
Marion, Indiana, 50.
Yeah, Marion, Indiana is
Marion,
about 20.
Indiana,
It's 20 minutes
50
away
minutes
from
away
Fort
from Fort
Wayne.
Wayne. I think they
I,
already have a chance to get there.
I think
50.
Marion is 20 minutes. I think
Think
it's
about it, they're
20. I
gonna be
thought it
coming
was
from
20.
another state, so they can already. But
Well, hopefully Key Glock have his security
and I'm gonna
have
say
it
this and make them mad
tight.
too, and I'm gonna get off.
Okay.
I'm gonna make them hot, like Grove say. Y'all wanted Dolph to spin for J Money, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he didn't even spin on Gotti,
Absolutely.
and they bragged about it 3 times. First video, yeah, the first video, he said we don't miss, we ain't gonna miss again, and they missed again, and they finally got him. But yeah, I don't respect y'all how y'all got me, but Carmen don't got a date.
No, Carmen don't got no date because if they did
And
this,
look, so many people respect him. He tried to stop Grove Hero Money from coming in. The major video was the first video Grove Hero ever acted in.
mm-hmm.
He didn't want him to act. He sent him a long pass. We don't mess with you no more. Can't come back around. You a op now.
Because Dolph was helping him to eat.
Yeah, that trying to help him. He
Well,
wasn't getting paid yet. He was broke. Then after that, God bless him because he saw they wasn't paying him anyway. So well, he kiss y'all behind when he can go make a better opportunity. And Dolph didn't even know that when Dolph signed him after the fact, he found out they tried to cut him off because he worked with him. It really was a business move, but they took it as in they already hate Dolph. So you
mm-hmm.
with him, we hate you too now. That's why Girl Clown he made merch out of Big Joke. He said, I know y'all saw this if y'all real Gold Hero fan. My big brother car riding with Big Joke face on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Grove Hero is doing really good, and I'm glad of that. I'm happy he's doing good. Big Stepper says, "Black youngster not the reason Dolph dead." Big Stepper, how you know? We you ain't been in here in a month of Sundays, and now he back. That's right, Alvarez. Long live Dolph. Um, Catalea says that should expect it for him to some of Dolph's songs. Okay. Yeah, they should expect for him to do some of those songs. If you dissing your enemies alive, should you stop when they die, or are you going to have even more to say? I don't know, but it, there go, yeah, Big Stepper back. They are envious of Dolph. That's a shame. They ought to be worried if they was involved in this. Hey, Key Glock going to be okay. He know how to move. All right, Big Stepper. Tanya says, thank you, Tanya, for the super sticker. They still missed a whole 100 shots. They did. They had to get the boy when his back was turned. They just hate period. I hope the Key Glock friend, old friend, don't allow them to, nobody. I'm not saying that they is doing that because that's allegedly, but I hope he don't allow nobody to mess his life up trying to get some fame, because that's all that's gonna happen.
Folks in the comment too funny.
Yeah, I know. Right on, people will. And it was reported in Chicago, that Memphis has the best investigative team in the country. I told y'all Memphis got a good team, and the FBI working with Memphis on this team. So let me ask you something, Player Code, because I hear you say you've been out in the streets, and you've changed your life around. Why do you think the FBI on this case?
For one high profile case. See, like I told people this before, like both of them get ties to the Memphis Police Department, like whether people want to believe it or not. Like I was telling people, like they got a video shoot right now. They in the city. They being escorted around the city by the Memphis police and their security. So like they didn't want nothing to. Not saying they been doing anything foul to prevent anything from foul from happening. They wanted to hire up people to handle that. That's what I think.
And I think they did right to get the Memphis Police Department, because I don't think, and they probably got the ones in uniforms, right?
Right. Because I don't think, like I said, it's been 2 attempts on his life, so they're like, hey, we need to step this case up. So I already played a part in it with them being on the case.
It's been 2. Are you talking about on Dolph's case?
Yeah.
Now, who got the Memphis? Who? Because Big Boogie did a what you call, didn't it?
Yeah, he did a video.
So he was the one that had the Memphis Police, right?
Well, Gotti and them made a cameo on his video.
Yeah.
Memphis and then Fraser.
Oh, okay. So because I was going to say having off-duty security, because I know oftentimes like sometimes they have off-duty security, but I don't think they do allow the officers to do as many details with celebrities as they used to do. I don't think because your off-duty have to be approved, but I think it would. I don't think off-duty security, off-duty officers would have been. I think it was better for them to have on-duty officers around them.
Yeah, so that was heavily armed out there.
Yeah, I think it was good that they had on-duty officers around them. Your internet people don't be knowing what y'all talking about. Big Step will go on. Space Goon says, all I'm gonna say is y'all need to check out Charleston White. He's a legit community activist for the Black community. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm dropping the link again. Y'all, when I drop the link, when you come up here, please don't change the subject. Don't change the subject. We're keeping it on what we're talking about. Let's see, Demon. Hey, Demon in here. Hakia says, go on your own channel then. I was going to drop the link. How you doing, Levi?
How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Man, Dolph ain't getting escorted by no police around the city. Dude smoked too much bud to be getting escorted by MPD.
No, I think he said Big Boogie.
Oh, Big Boogie. Nah.
Yeah, that happened today. That happened today, and Gotti them in the city, and they had the police escorting them around. They did a video shoot.
I mean, now they're gonna take precautions because it's Boogie got smoked with people out here too. Boogie beefing with three, four different people. You know, so I understand about
Hey,
that
can I say
situation.
something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Lil Stepper, for one, if you know the real and want to keep it real, I could tell you on Black Inside. Cause you don't want to tell it all the way. You want to tell half of it, but I'm gonna tell it all. Why would he say this in his lyrics if he ain't involved? He putting himself involved. They
It's
telling you they rent cars out to go on drills and they sign people to kill people through the contract. That's why that what Gotti basically did to youngster. That's why he started hanging with his old homies because they were exposing it. That man got signed to go on the drill. They dummies. Dolph will never do that. Dolph will never do this
you can't never say what a man
to
will
his
do though, man.
artist.
You know what I'm saying? You can't never
But
say that. I mean, you know,
he too real of a nigga. So you want something with Dolph either.
he signed a
Let's keep it
stepper.
real.
That's why he got caught up in these
With
young nigga
Stepper.
politics. He signed a stepper,
Big on.
and that
But how could
was
they
an
get mad at him
involvement.
when signing the stepper when he beat that D Money case? They can't get
Cause
mad at the
cause
stepper.
cause
He beat
cause
it. Leave it alone. He beat it.
it's gonna always
He
be
beat
smoke,
it.
bro. It's gonna always be smoke, bro.
But the
When you
thing
beef
about
with
it
a
is,
person, you beef
yeah,
for life.
yeah, looking at it from a business perspective,
Understand, but he beat the
because
case.
a lot of you
They
look at
some
a lot
haters.
of
It is
businessmen
what
that
it is.
now, like the Jay-Z's, like the, you know, a lot of that they don't necessarily look at that. And I think in my opinion, now this is my opinion as a business owner, I think it's, especially when you're dealing with people that don't know a whole lot about business, they should not have put that jacket on that young man's back. He was signing talent. You know, I know they
He
were
knew what
saying,
he was getting himself into.
I don't
He
know.
knew Dolph knew what he was getting himself. Each and every person he signed, because he was very slow with signing people. Like Dolph ain't signed nobody in 5, 6 years. Like Dolph had been rapping forever before he even did a song with Key Glock.
Thank you,
Like
Miss Sharon.
Dolph was real compassionate about doing it himself. Like meaning like from the city, he wasn't just doing song with people like that for years. It took dude a while to do song with actually people in South Memphis. But he got caught in these young guys' politics, you know, and that's what it was. It wasn't nothing else to that. We ain't pointing no fingers. We ain't pointing nobody out. He got slippers is gold out here, and that's just what it was. He slipped, and
So when you
it
say he got
happened.
caught in these young guys' politics, explain that to me.
The gang, you know, the gang members. Like, dog wasn't no gang member.
I really can't hear who.
Golf wasn't no gang member, and he just got caught up in the gang members, you know, the gang.
So you do so. I again, I say, if he wasn't no
Yeah,
gang member, but a lot of these young men out here are that are in gangs for some reason, and I know people product of their environment. They got the talent. They
yes,
can rap.
yes,
They
yes.
got talent.
Yeah,
So the young man was signing talent. Again, I say as a bit from a business perspective, he
yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with that gang.
Hey, you guilty by association in Memphis,
He
you
right
know.
about that part.
You guilty by association. Nah, you don't know I don't need your beef to be my beef. But if you know what I'm saying, sign me, my beef is your beef. Like, if they can't get to me, they gonna try you. Like I
Hey,
told you last time I was on your show, I'm like, if they can't get to you, they gonna grab your cousin. They can't get to your cousin, they gonna kill your dog. That's just how the streets is.
Well,
No
Monica,
matter
you know
how
what? It
big of a
goes back.
business you are.
It goes back to what Monica just said. She said they had beef before Dow signed Big and now I'm glad Monica brought that up.
Exactly.
Allegedly, there was two
She done put
attempts
the man name out there.
that everybody already knew it was, people had
thank
I
already,
don't
you,
do that.
you
I
know
don't
what
do
Monica.
I'm
no
saying?
name dropping.
Monica J. Thank you,
So but what
Monica.
do you
They
think
can't get
about
me
those two?
shot.
What
What
do
a
you think
partner
about
CEO
those two
Zilla the one
attempts on
that
his
told the
life
whole
before?
story in the song, and they come back
Well,
on.
The first situation they had already went to court about it. Dude beat that. The second case, I think one of the little CMG niggas got locked up for that situation when they actually shot him. When they actually shot Dolph, I think one of them niggas already locked up for that. So them two cases was over with. This last attempt on his life was the last one. 3 strikes, man. 3 strikes. You don't get a 4th and 5th time to beat death. Nah, that ain't how it work out here. He was blessed though,
But you
and he
don't
knew
think
that.
but you don't think that's right though, do you?
When you dealing with the streets, ain't no right in the streets. Either you
Yeah,
gon'
but see, it ain't right though. That's what I'm saying. It ain't
the
nobody
streets
else.
ain't right.
I know, but what I'm saying is it ain't nobody else's decision to decide just because it's a street ain't law.
The
So it
street
ain't it,
decides,
but
you know.
okay, well let me ask you this. Do you think that it's gonna be right when these folks get them and send them to the chair? Because that's what's getting ready to happen. Is that right?
I have nothing to do with their justice. You know, justice in the street is
Because,
death.
and the reason I say that is because people always talking about what the street this, but as soon as the folks get
I
them,
don't
them
I
folks
don't do the
ain't right.
system. I duck the system. Like I don't do no involvements with court dates and all that. I leave that to the people that's working them jobs. But when you dealing with foot to pavement, being in the streets, and you hustling or you doing whatever you call yourself doing, shooting and doing all that, you have to live by that code.
But it's that you just said yourself though that
Yeah.
Dolph went in no gang stuff. So I
Now
mean
he
that's
now
like
he wasn't in the gang, but he
that's like
also
an oxymoron.
signed young. He signed the young members of gangs. That's what I'm saying. So
But
he was
that's what a
guilty by
lot of these rapper
association.
labels do. That's what they do. A lot of these young men that can rap are gang members.
But these CEOs ain't riding around in the hood buying cookies either.
We don't know that. Dolph just happened. Dolph was doing what he normally do.
He was
But we don't know
comfortable.
what the other CEOs do.
We know they ain't moving like that though. Not
But
reckless.
see, what I'm trying to get, and I don't know how old you are, and trust me, we just having a conversation. Like I'm not
Uh-huh.
mad at you or nothing. Me and you having dialogue. How old are you? You could just give me. Are you in your 30s or 40s?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You in your
I'm over
30s?
30.
Okay. So what I'm trying
I'm from East
to
Memphis.
understand is because you from East Memphis. A lot of these young men don't have no guidance.
It ain't about all
And
that.
when
It's about what
when
you choose to gravitate to. Everybody's not in the streets. Everybody's not gang. So it's what you gravitate to, what your mind soak up, what you take a liking to. If you take a liking to street activities, then that's most likely the way you're gonna go. If you
nobody
take
really
a
wants to do street, and I'm sorry I keep cutting you out, but
if you
nobody.
take a liking to going to school and doing work and trying to get a degree and trying to get a trade or something like that, then you're gonna go that route for father's truck driving, cutting hair, or doing AC. Like whatever you take a liking into, that's what you're gonna go for. You know, everybody likes music, but sometimes music corrupts these young guys, and that's what they want to be at the age of 12 and 13. So once you get 12 and 13 and you start carrying a gun, it's gonna be a little hard to deter you from doing that or going to clock in or going to work here or
What if
going
they
to work
got a
there.
parent that's guiding them?
And
Because
and they have both parents. They have both parents. People
a
be
lot of
having the right
but the
guidance,
majority
but
of them
still
don't. The majority of them
50-50.
don't. They're in single parent homes. The majority. They're
That's
in
not
single
true.
parent homes, and the mother is working 2 and 3 jobs to try to put food on the table, and the oldest child is taking care of the other children. Now you
That's
know
not
that's
true.
true. That
That's
it
not
is
true.
true with the majority. Yes, it
Uh-uh.
is.
Most of the young guys I see now that's real reckless, they have both parents or they have a parent that's doing damn good for them. So it's no need for them to do what they're doing, but they take a liking into doing that. I don't know if they bored. I don't know what it be, but I wouldn't even say that that's what it is nowadays. People don't have the right guidance because you can get all the guidance you want. You know what I'm saying? But I done seen people with both parents do more than the people with both of their parents gone. You get
Well,
what I'm saying?
the truth of the matter is there are more single parent homes. Memphis is an impoverished area, as I was saying. I know because
It's always been like that then.
I know the statistics of it, and it's more single mothers that are out there working jobs, more than one job, that is not at home to put food on the table. And the majority of the oldest kids are stuck to take care of the other children while she works. And then people are, for some reason, more and more people are getting addicted to drugs, especially in the Memphis area. This is something I know. So a lot of kids are having to fend for themselves, and they're looking for love in all the wrong places. And as I said, the reason why, and I'm getting real mad because I work with the youth. That's why I got a passion for them. Okay, regardless of how people feel about me, I still got a passion for my community. Okay, right, regardless of what my job is, what I do all day, every day, I got a passion for the youth, especially the Black youth, because that's our future. And it makes me mad when mofos lived in the hood, come from the hood, saw their mother struggle with everybody else in the hood, and they get their motherfucking asses out of the hood and making money because the people in the hood supported them. Ain't nobody outside the hood was supporting no rap music, especially not at that time. And then they come back to the hood. If you got money to give these young boys who, first of all, looking for some guidance, looking for some acceptance, to go and ruin their lives by taking out your competition or taking somebody else's life, that means you got money to waste. That's why I ain't got no issue with what these white folks get ready to do to them, and they get ready to burn them. And then they want the Black community to come together after they destroyed our youth, a lot of them. Well, look at what they doing to a Black man because I'm making money. When you done tore up your whole darn community. Because if you got money to give our children to put money on somebody's head because you don't care nothing about them, you don't do it with your family, then you don't need your money. You don't need to be out on the street.
Yeah.
And what parents need to do is they need to be in their household, and that we need to get some coop about ourselves, But a lot of parents are emotionally and mentally messed up because they're working too many jobs, trying to make ends meet. And so your kids are listening to any and everything. Whereas
They corrupted.
This different music that's on the radio, first of all, if you rapping about destruction and then you doing it, you sending destruction back to the hood, we don't support them. They don't make no money. Then the record company's going to have to change because they're not going to put out music that we don't support. People forget that they have the power. I understand what's going on. That's why I get on here and I can talk about Young Dolph. It ain't because I'm trying to get no information for the FBI. They already got it. Why do you think I could be so passionate about it? Because I grew up in South Memphis, right around Parkway and different places. I know, I understand. That's the heart of the hood. So I understand what goes on. But with me going out of the hood, it makes me feel good to be able to give literacy classes, to work with nonprofit organizations. That's giving back to my hood. I ain't gonna make the kind of money a lot of these Negroes making and then go pay a young boy in the hood that's got a talent to put money on somebody's head, but that's what's going on.
Yeah. It's been going on for ages though. Like people been doing that from the beginning of the time. It just need to be better structure and just reconstruction, really. But most definitely is they little urge is being corrupted from a baby. You know what I'm saying? So these little 17, 18, and 19-year-olds, they don't listen. They don't listen. No matter what you tell them, the outcome, the income, it's like they want to bump their head. They want to bump their head, no matter how much you try to give them the game or show them an example. It don't matter.
And these young black boys need,
They crazy.
yeah, they need Black men. Okay. As mothers, we can teach them, we can love them, and it's been mothers to raise strong, good men from the beginning of time, but they need their fathers. Because one thing for sure, a lot of these so-called big dogs that they looking up to, when they got a strong father in the household, a lot of this stuff that they getting them to do, especially if there's a strong man presence around, they ain't gonna even try to get them to do no drills or nothing, because they don't even want to have to deal with their daddy.
Yeah.
So it's gotta change, especially you said yourself, Dolph was not dealing in any gangs.
From
So
from what I've seen, like Dolph went there, you know what I'm saying? He just wanted him some money. You know, he just
and he was
wanted him some
making it.
money.
He
He
was making
stood
it.
on, I just want the money. Like, if they can't pay me 3 times what I'm already getting, then I just do it myself. Like, that's why I mess with dude heavy, you know. He really stood on it. I just
Somebody
want
got to
some
tell
money.
these kids that what they doing is not right. It ain't nowhere you out in the street. No, it ain't right. That's all I'm saying. Somebody, and I get so passionate because I want to hear the men say it. It ain't right. I know I can't save the world, but I understand a man's
As long as you
position.
say one, you know.
It ain't right. It's
As
not.
long as,
It's not right.
and that's what I try. I try to get a little bus messages, man. Every time I see them, I try to let them know woo to woo. You know what I'm saying? This ain't cool. Pull your pants up, man. What you doing? You know, because any store I go to, they at the store, so it ain't nothing to try to get some advice to these little young gremlins, but they don't listen. I had to get on about their way. I had to get the hell about their way before I become food.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to hurt one of these little young, you know what I'm saying? Because they trying you. Like you the old nigga. Like, nah, don't get it twisted now, young man. But I try to always give good advice, give good energy. You know, I'm gonna tell you you wrong when you wrong. It's on you to take that. I ain't gonna force you now, cause I got a life to live, man. You ain't finna take me out,
Right. I agree.
you know. And but as far as the single parent homes, you right about that. But if that man mama busting her butt every day and every night, cause every day on the news, it's a young fella getting killed. And his mama on there like, I didn't know well he wasn't like that, and well, my baby just came home and went to school, but he was fatally gunned down like a dog. What is going on? What happened? That wasn't no innocent bystander. So that blows my mind. Still to this day, every time I see it, it blows my mind. And I'm like, wow. A young girl got gunned down over where I stayed a couple days ago. She was like 13. She just got gunned down like she was a nigga on the street. And I didn't understand that. I was like, wow, what is going on with the 13-year-olds and the 14-year-old? Like, y'all is getting real young. What is going on? You probably seen that on the news.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they showed a video of 3 young guys running past somebody's doorbell. And I'm like, it took 3? What was that about? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Did one of her family members
A lot of these
have some
kids are
smoke?
on drugs. A lot of these kids now are on drugs. Like they drinking this lean. That's like liquid heroin. They're on this marijuana. Like they messed up. It's almost like they're zombies. Like they're not.
Yeah.
It's different.
Exactly.
And I
It is
understand that
different.
this stuff has been
It is.
engineered and it's directed directly at our community.
It's
and
getting
around
worse.
the youth.
It's only getting worse. Everything has to be destroyed before it can rebuild. And it's basically getting to that point.
Because it's a lot of destruction going on. I'm telling
I
you.
mean,
A
far
lot
as
of
the
destruction.
weather and the killing. Like the weather is taking out just as many people as people's being gunned down. Storm come through, 20 people getting killed. Like it's getting very, very, very crazy out here. So, but I advise everybody to just give good spirit and just be happy. Even if you wake up mad, you ain't gotta be mad at nobody else. You know,
Yeah.
go with your first mind. Don't be doing stuff for money. You know.
Absolutely. I'm happy to hear. It makes me so. I hear men say it all the time. But I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear
Yeah,
you say that.
for
You know what I'm
real,
saying?
for real. What would your mama think? Think about that. You know, because back in the day when I was coming up, we cared about what other people thought about what we did or how we acted. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to get no bad information sent back home. Well, he was doing this. Oh, he couldn't. Oh, nah. We didn't want that. We didn't want mama to hear about how we was acting at the skating ring and how we was doing this and how we was doing that. So nowadays they don't care about what their parents think or how their parents gonna feel when somebody reveal this or they done caught this or they giving somebody this. Like, they don't care about it. They don't care about the repercussions of anything they do. We had a little feelings about what Big Mama thought. Like, we ain't want to break Big Mama hard. Like, ooh, we don't want to break Big Mama. If Big Mama find out, ooh. So we had a lot of respect. It was just what we chose to do. Wasn't respectable in the church community, because we went to church every Sunday. I don't think they going to church. We went to church every Sunday and Tuesday. I think we went to church 3 days out of a week when I was coming up. Still in the streets, but went to church. Like, hey, I don't think they going to church. They don't have God in them. That's what they missing. God. That's all I can see. You got to get closer to God.
Okay, I had you on mute for a minute. Well, I was on mute for a minute because I had to take a call, but you were speaking some truth though.
Yeah, they need to get closer to God.
Yeah, they need to get, and I'm glad to hear you say that. It makes me, and let me just say this, I'm so passionate because I grew up around strong men, okay? And I think now, and I understand, like, you can't get in, everybody can't get into everybody's stuff. But I understand, like, when men make a statement, especially when they're firm in their statement, the atmosphere will change. But you have a lot of people now that are afraid to say anything to their children, and they're letting their kids run the house. And I'm gonna tell y'all and I know this for a fact because when
you right,
my daughters, I got some beautiful daughters. I say it all the time. I'll never forget. They had their friend, and I love that little girl growing up because she was always at my house to she would spend the night. Her mama basically almost gave her to me, and I took her because she loved being with me. She was in a better atmosphere. But she was my oldest daughter's best friend. And I'll never forget, I was on a couch sleep. And at this time, they were some teenagers. And my baby girl woke me up and said, "Mama, it's a boy at the door." And he was gone crazy. The little girl who I used to keep up, my daughter's best friend, had a boy. Her boyfriend came over there. At the time, he was about 16 years old. He beating all on the door. And I almost fell over trying to get to the door because I was madder than fish grease.
Dang.
But when I called
you was hotter than fish grease.
I was hotter than fish grease. When I got to the door and I saw I want her to come out, I said, "You better get away from my door. That's what you better do." He was angry. Looked like 16 years old at the time. I called his daddy.
He was fat hot and you was hotter than fish grease.
I called his mom. I told her, I said, "Give me his mama's number." I called his mama. The first thing his mama said was, "What you mean? My son ain't did nothing." Blah blah blah. I said, "I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna take your son out."
Wow.
That's when she gave the phone to the daddy, and he said, "Ma'am, I apologize. I thank you for calling me. If I'm gonna talk to him, and if he come back over there showing out, do what you got to do. I got insurance on it."
You were finna put the baby on the news?
I was ready to put him on the news because he was really cutting up because he was an abusive person. But I later found out because
you supposed to let him know, like, young man. You supposed to broke him down right there, made him cry and everything.
I later that because he was in a rage
with the pistol in your hand. Nah, you do all that with the pistol in your hand, and you let him know, like, young man, you have to calm down. You couldn't just let him go like that.
That very young man his daddy was an old man at that time.
And he beat him up every day.
And he beat up his mama and especially his dad.
I already know.
That's what I'm talking about. These parents are afraid of.
I would have pistol whipped a young man and talked to him the whole time, letting him know why I'm doing this, why I'm hitting him this way, because you tripping. He beating up his daddy and his mama.
We have to, like Harold says, we got to pray for our youth. And it bothers me when people get money, and when people get money and they, instead of them, if they want to put some money back in the community, do that. But a lot of them are not doing it. What they're doing is they're ruining our youth. They paying these folks whether people want to believe it or not. I'm telling you, it's happening. They paying our youth to they putting bags on people's heads, and that's what happened to Dawg. Unfortunately, that's what happened to him. So you know, things have got to get better. And I'm not saying that the justice system is perfect. It's not perfect because there are a lot of men in jail right now for crimes that they did not commit.
Not Memphis. It is overcrowded. That let you know that the system ain't where it need to be. And you got people in there for petty crimes and parking tickets doing years. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when people can't get the right defense, then they cop out or they take a plea or they get on probation and they end up getting another charge that's added on. And once you get caught with a gun in Memphis, it's pretty much it's a wrap for you. Your life ain't gonna ever be the same. You gonna forever be a felon. And after that, I guess they turn savage.
Mm-hmm.
Once they can't get a bad rap or a bad jacket.
That's true.
So
how you doing, Rocky Roll?
God, I'm good. I'm trying to get the fuck off this camera.
I would just hit the
she from St. Louis, huh?
No, she's from we got you on the show. She's on
New Orleans.
She's from New Orleans.
Yeah, got the whole New Orleans wall back there.
I'm off there.
Okay.
I'm off there. I got it.
You better tighten up.
No, you better tighten up.
You better tighten up.
Whatever.
Got them saints all on the wall. You ain't no saint.
That's my wall. You heard me?
You heard me, baby?
I didn't even realize I had that printed that way.
Yeah, you better put that Titan sword up there.
Well, I mean, I put what I like, so I'm with the Saints.
I'm just joking with you.
Yeah, I like the Saints, and I also like
Tennessee.
No.
Yeah, Tennessee. Don't say the Steelers now. Don't nobody roll with the Steelers.
Why?
I'm just joking. You can go ahead. I ain't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I just came on.
Yeah, she's from New Orleans. I have to. I think I'm gonna introduce
So she
her.
know what's going on. Like New Orleans is a place of culture, respect,
multicultural,
and I bust your butt. But you know the other word. But you know what I'm saying? Like them folks don't play. So if she know it can understand the life of, I ain't gonna say street, the mentality of the hood. I'm gonna say that the mentality of the hood. If she don't, I know it's different, but
it's different eras. I'm saying, you know, you get everything from us. You get the hood.
Nah.
Yes, you do. You get it all.
Yeah. In New Orleans, yeah.
The culture is different because they mix with the French culture. But I'm gonna tell y'all, she's gonna be on my show again. I'm gonna introduce her. Her name is her name on here is Rocky Roll, and I'm gonna tell y'all how we became tight. I had actually did a show, Injustice show on her nephew. Her nephew was incarcerated for 21 years for a crime that he did not commit. And I think y'all all remember No Limit, McKinley Phipps Mac, right? They used to rap with No Limit.
Yeah.
And he was incarcerated for 21 years. And I actually did a show on her nephew's case.
So he was incarcerated right before No Limit just really took off, right?
No, they had already taken off. He was about to take off.
Well, he them had already. Oh, okay. Wow, what year? Like what? 90, what? 93, 94?
99, 2000. 90, from 90, from 97 all the way to 2000.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a timeline. You know,
you never heard of Mac before?
Yeah, I done heard before,
okay.
Yeah.
Wobble, World War II. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
These people on here know. They said Mac went to jail. East Highland said Mac went to jail in 2000, and Trouble said Free C murder.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
World
sure.
War III. I think that was the name of one of his albums, one that Raquel.
Yeah,
That was
it
the one
was
that was
Shell Shock
yeah,
and
that
World War
was the
Three.
one. Shell Shock was already out, but World War III was on its way. Mhm. So that's why the new stuff he have
Yeah.
now, the new stuff he have now is actually from some of it
Back
is from
then,
some of it is from back then that really haven't been
the
released, but the
vocals
other
still.
stuff is what he did. You
Man,
know,
Mac,
if you follow him or whatever, you'll know that he actually had 21 Summers that came out. I don't know if you know about that.
I still got
You
Mac music on my phone,
know
man.
what I'm saying?
Golly.
He have a new one out that's
East
called the
Highland
21
is a
Summers.
East Highland is a fan. He said World War III came out in 1999. He a fan.
Mhm.
I had it
Yeah.
on tape. I had all that stuff on tape.
Yeah. hmm
They said they're slowly releasing our
Yeah,
bros.
Mac was that guy, man. I hate that happened to him, man.
But that, you know what? That happened to him. God couldn't have picked the right person, to be honest with you.
He was
And it
talking
makes
that
sense.
talk too, though.
Yeah.
He was
Mhm.
talking that talk.
He was picked for a reason. He have changed so many people's lives, like youngsters and stuff that come and write letters and different things like that. He have
Yeah.
really changed their lives. They was on the wrong path, and God put him there for a reason. See, we
Mhm.
don't know because God is bigger than our thoughts.
He got his
So he was there
redemption.
for a reason, for real.
Yeah. Oh
hmm
yeah, oh yeah.
And for him to go through incarceration for 21 years, never been touched, never had a record, I'm telling you, it was nothing but favor.
Yeah.
Because he slept
Mac a,
every night good. See, the
Mac a
person
good
who actually
dude
did it,
though.
they couldn't sleep, but he slept every night. He slept
Man,
good every night. You know what I'm
Mac
saying?
Mac a good
So,
dude, still to this day. He
mhm.
stood on principles, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he good, man.
Yes, ma'am.
Trouble says 21 Summers came out when he got out. Yeah, he put that out last summer, if I'm not mistaken. Or wasn't it last summer?
McKinley he haven't been home a year yet.
Okay.
I
So
seen him
you
on
know
Dirty Glove. I seen
it's
him
in
on
June.
Off the
He came
Porch.
home June 22nd. Mm-hmm.
He was on Off the Porch doing a little interview.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mac was gone. Like BG been gone so long. I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
he was
BG been
man.
gone a long time, and I think
Mac
BG
been
is
gone
still
for
on
a
the go.
while.
He's
He home now. He's been gone for 21 years.
Man, Mac was gone for a while.
No people took
21 years.
But he back out doing his music. He's
That's
still
it. Listen, they took his 20s, his 30s, and tried to take his 40s.
Man.
That's
horrible, man.
Trouble says Mac got music coming out with Fiend or Fiend.
Thing.
Well, he always been with Fiend. You know, he was with Fiend before he went in. So yeah, he got a little something on.
Yeah. She know what's going on. She tuned in like a radio.
I used to work for my nephew, sweetie. When
She
he went
straight
in.
out the booth for real. Jambalaya. Hey, when I went down there, all I ate was jambalaya. I ain't gonna lie, that's all I ate. On Airline Drive, Jefferson Parish. That's all I ate was jambalaya at Buffalo. I sat there and ate.
Jambalaya.
It's jambalaya.
It's jambalaya.
I'm from Tennessee. That's how we say it.
Well, say jambalaya, please.
Man, look, that's all I ate was what you said.
Jambalaya.
You know, but it was cool though.
I know, yeah.
It was cool down there. I'm talking about, ooh, I had a ball.
So the next time you come, Tamara, tell them about me with my cooking. You know, that's what I do. I cater.
Oh yeah, she cooks.
I ain't gonna eat y'all. I ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. I don't do that. Nah, I'm just joking.
You scared you gonna get hooked?
Man, you know New Orleans got that little.
First of all, I must have to shut you down right quick.
I ain't gonna want to leave.
No, learn the culture of voodoo, baby, because that's the main thing. These people that's so messed up with that.
All I ate was jambalaya.
That's crazy.
My partner tried to give me
put a spiritual curse on you. Not New Orleans. It's everywhere.
My guy tried to get me to eat some. What it like? It was some hot sausages or something at the store. I was like, man, I'm not eating that, man.
Oh, it's delicious.
Man, what a barbecue at? We went on Bourbon.
We barbecue too, but hot sausages just like smoked sausages. There's no
I
difference.
know I was straight. His had cheese on it. It was on white bread
Yeah,
and it came in a
and
paper bag. I said, I'm straight,
and
man.
you
I feel like
missed the
South
good
Memphis.
meal. You missed the good meal because
I
hot
know
sausage is really delicious.
All I wanted was them rice, baby. That's
And
it.
guess what? The hot sausage is beef. It's not pork. So you good.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, he was tearing it up. We went on Apple and Eagle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
you went over there.
Apple and Eagle, that's uptown, ain't it?
We went over there.
In the uptown.
He
But
said he
no,
went to
hold
that
on.
old ghetto ass grocery store off of Earhart. I know where
Yeah,
he went.
right there. Boom, boom. We did a little dip through because my partner
So
had
you
dog.
right not to eat from over there. That's bullshit crap over there.
We went from Erline Drive, and then we passed the stadium. Then we jumped across the bridge,
Airline.
and then
Mhm. I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
we did a whole little circle. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was like right after Katrina though, probably like a couple years after Katrina.
And that was the only store in you was in Holly Grove in the 17th.
Yeah,
That was the only
yeah,
store. That was the only
yeah.
store that was open around that time. So
yeah.
everybody was going there. One of my
Everybody had a
cousins
ball
was
down
sitting
though.
there.
Everybody was cool, no matter what was going on. You know,
Yeah,
everybody was
it's
cool.
dangerous around there though, Black.
Oh yeah, you know it. Oh, come on, man. I was with a dangerous girl.
I know. I'm just saying.
I
It's
wasn't
really
just sliding through with like no Uber, nothing like that. Nah, like I was with one of the ones.
You
He
got
was
to
like,
fit
"Come
in.
on down here." He was like, "Come on down here with me."
You gotta
Cause
go with
first with
somebody that fit in.
yeah, he invited me like, "Man, you ain't gonna want for nothing, Woody." I'm like, "Bro, call me Woody one more time, bro. I ain't going. Woody, look, Woody, you ain't gonna have to want for nothing. Come with me, and
For
I'm
sure.
gonna show you how we living." I'm like, "All right, bet."
Trouble says Max still rap the same kind of fire.
What? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Space Goon says New Orleans, he said New Orleans going crazy too. Preteens strapped up, ready to go.
Child, please.
New Orleans been the murder capital of the world since the
Bro,
late 80s.
long time ago, baby.
Like the late 80s.
For
Like
real.
that ain't nothing to be like we trying
And
to
that
get
shit
these young
don't
guys
just come
off
from
of
us.
that,
That
man.
come from way back in the days on Al Capone time, baby. That shit ain't just it's just not reached over to the blacks. That shit been going on.
Yeah, like I'm
When you
so
look at
sick and
all the
tired of
old
this.
movies, when you look at all the old movies and everything, guess what? The first thing they have in there, if you pay attention, not just with the action, pay attention to the words, they always mention New Orleans, way back in the days with the mafias and shit. So
That
that
was the
shit,
point.
that's what I'm saying. So that shit ain't started with us. It started
Man.
from there.
They been pushing P down now.
East Highland says C Murder needs to come home next.
He surely do.
Yeah, C Murder needs
They
to
don't
come
want to
home.
let him go.
Anybody that's incarcerated, that's innocent, need to come home.
They don't
Yeah,
want to let C Murder go, man.
Yeah, but they know C Murder didn't do that though.
They don't want to let him go. They don't want to let him go.
When he was doing shit, they weren't even catching it. Then they catch him on a false charge. So
P been trying to pay them folks whatever they want. Them folks like we don't want nothing.
he gonna be okay though. He coming home. They working on his case. He coming home. I can't wait.
Kim Kardashian gonna get the man out, huh?
Yeah, well, you know you got to put the right people in front of you.
I thought Trump was gonna pardon the man, but he pardoned Kodak Black though.
Well,
Donald Trump was supposed to pardon that man. He was supposed to pardon Larry Hoover or C Murder.
It's a difference. It's a difference between getting pardoned when you're on certain charges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Kodak Black
He
was
on
on
murder.
different charges from him.
You right.
Exactly.
You right.
And that's and it took a good governor to give my nephew clemency because before he became a governor, he already was following my nephew's case. That's why it was easy for him to make that choice because he already knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He knew the history of it 6 years ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When he wasn't even a governor here. He just happened to become the governor and he picked the case up and that's what it was. He knew the story anyway.
Yeah. They said, where is Ziggle Wiggle BG boy? I never
Ziggy
heard
Wiggly. He probably stood out there somewhere. Ziggy Wiggly.
I don't even know who that is.
He used to be on like little intros on BG albums, talking his little
Sam,
thing.
where you reading from?
He used to hang with Manny Fresh. He used to hang with Manny Fresh.
Okay, he used to hang with Manny Fresh.
Yeah, he used to hang with Manny Fresh now.
Yeah.
Like I ain't know Manny Fresh was as big as he was in New Orleans. Like before Cash Money, the dude was the one. He was like a DJ Khaled.
Let me explain something to you. Manny Fresh, Gregory D, and Sporty T was the top notch DJs in New Orleans during the time of like the 80s. And I can't forget about Captain Charles and Slick Leo. But I'm just saying, house party wise, every year we gave a New Year's house party.
Everybody had a
And
block party too, though, right? Like every
the
hood
block
had a
parties,
different block party.
parties came about the time I'm talking about right now. It wasn't really block parties wasn't really going on like that. I'm 52 years old. You feel me? So therefore, I'm telling you about some old school shit. So what I'm saying is that during the time of block parties, it came about. Block parties in New Orleans came in the early 90s. Period. What I'm talking about is in the 80s. I was like 15, 16 years of age.
Some house parties.
We had the hottest parties in the city because we always was popular.
Where you from? Out there?
I'm from New Orleans. I'm from Third Wall, off G10
Third
Derby.
Wall.
You heard the song. You know, you heard of me. I'm right there for
Yeah,
G10 Derby.
wobble,
That's Mac
wobble.
music.
Okay.
That's Mac music. You know, you heard of me. I'm right there for G10 Derby.
Pay homage to you. Appreciate
Born and
that.
raised. The house still there. You heard my mama there.
Yeah.
This is my grandmother.
Yeah, wisdom. That's
They
what I'm
said
talking about.
Birdman brother just came home. Okay.
Which one? Must be a stepbrother. You know,
many-
Birdman home, I poach every day. So, you know, he have two sides of his little family or whatever. I can't think of who was incarcerated. Especially a brother. You know, sometimes they just be saying brother.
Yeah.
It don't be
Blood
don't make it thicker.
He said Georgia's governor just signed a bill that would allow residents to carry a concealed weapon with a permit. Georgia, what's that? Finned to be like Memphis, or I guess he was trying to say fix.
Ain't no turning.
Like
Ain't no turning back now. These folks gonna carry it forever now. No matter what the law is, they gonna always have that thump on them at all times. Like no matter what the law is.
She knows she got her own catering service. She knows says, I want some of that New Orleans food. What's the name of your catering business, Rocky?
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road catering
Rocky
service.
Road kitchen, yeah, exactly.
It's Rocky Road catering. So y'all need to call her. You know, you want some New Orleans food. East Highland says
because I'm so
the one did over 20 years. Gangster the one did over 20 years.
I'm so sick of these folks up here in Tennessee trying to duplicate the New Orleans food.
I like her. They said they like you, Raquel.
For sure. Y'all might got to start giving me some money.
Okay. Pay up. It pay to like me.
You already know. Put the sister up. You heard?
East Highland Cash says Terrence Gangster Williams, Birdman brother.
Whoa. Who are you talking about? Terrence Williams. Who are you talking about?
He said that's Birdman's brother, Terrence Gangster Williams.
You think all Williams are related?
I don't know. Yeah, it might be the one, I guess, from his the other side of the family or whatever. It could be, you know.
Gorilla Welfare said he just subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Run them likes up.
Run them likes up.
Yeah. You know. And my damn phone about to go dead. I'm gonna have to charge my phone.
Yeah, most definitely.
When you charge, we'll probably still be on here. We be running marathons.
No, I'm good. I'm a girl.
Wait
I
for
can't
it
be
to die.
on all night. I can't be on all night. My fiance is sick in the room. I ain't tell you that Dreon sick.
No.
Girl, he got some of the stomach issues going on, so I've been trying to take care of him. You hear me?
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope he feels
better.
I'm gonna have Big Percy on here Sunday, okay?
Okay.
I told you that's Master P Daddy. If y'all don't know who Big Percy is, he be by me every Sunday. So I'm gonna let him go ahead on and utilize his damn jokes and shit, cause he's funny as a mother. He's
so
super
P
funny.
Dad is still down there, huh?
Yeah, he is so super funny, you know. So I'm gonna have him on here. That way they can ask questions about whatever they want to ask, and he damn sure gonna give it to you.
I told him he was funny. He was funny.
No,
when
he gonna give it to you. He need his own show. Like seriously,
he hilarious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Harold says, "Pray for him, my sister." Oh, talking about Drayon. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
We
I
agree
know.
with
Huh? I
Drayon.
forgot y'all hear me. I'm talking all my goddamn business on this damn thing.
And Hakia says, okay, hey. All right, for those of you all that are just coming into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel.
I'm not
Um,
lighter.
So how y'all feel about the dog situation down there in New Orleans?
The what situation?
The young dog situation. I know
I
he
don't
he
really
kind of
know him
rough.
like that. I don't really
Oh,
know
you
him
didn't know
like
young
that.
dog?
Listen to what I'm saying. I have my kids or whatever. They know about that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I
okay.
know I've heard of him before, but as far as
Yeah.
like following his
You ain't
story,
got jiggy with this shit yet.
I have my children older. I got my son, my oldest son is 30, my daughter 32, and my other
Okay.
son is be 28 years old. You feel me? So they
Uh-huh.
know about all that. You know, I be like looking at the
You done heard of
on
him
the
though. Yeah.
internet, reading on that stuff. You know, but
Yeah.
like
You done heard of him.
as far as the story, I hear the story. I heard the story or whatever. But I'm just saying I don't really have no opinion on it because I don't have a
Yep.
history, so I don't really know.
but
You know,
one
I could
thing
just
for
tell.
sure, when they came to Memphis, when Mac and Master P was on tour, they came to Memphis. They really did a good tribute to Mac. I mean,
Yeah,
to Dog. They did
yeah.
a good tribute to Dog. It was all
That's
over
what
the
I'm
internet.
saying. So I can't really tell a story about him, but I can talk about
Mm-hmm.
if you speak about certain things, I can tell you some street stuff. You know, that's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But as far as his personal, I don't know. You know, I really don't. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I did know, I don't think I'm going to talk about that shit. You
Yeah.
don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from south, east, west, everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wherever the wind blow.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta be on the gag all with that shit.
Man,
For real.
slippers gold. Slippers gold
Mhm.
out here.
Yeah.
That's
I,
right.
I was just telling one of my young fellas the other day, I said, I done seen more people die with guns than without them. And he was like, what you mean? I'm like, I ain't got to explain it. I done seen more niggas die with them than without them, bro. He's like, oh,
Well,
well.
see, you just was getting ready to. You almost say what I was getting ready to tell you. I was getting ready to say, as far as as to speaking on real life and street.
Uh-huh.
You know, shit happens. I see this shit
Uh-huh.
happening every day where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a
Uh-huh.
celebrity, whether you well known or whether you not known or whether you
Yep.
just whatever, just being
Yep.
idle. Shit happening out here in these streets for real. And
Yep.
in New Orleans, the sad part about down here is that we have so much crime, but these young punks is talking women. You know what I'm saying? You don't even be
Uh-uh.
hearing too much about like the guys or whatever. It's like every time on the news, it's like a woman got shot, this one like that. They on some fucking pussy stuff. For real.
Yeah.
It really is. For you to fool with a female like that, that's some crazy shit. For real. All this
She be
carjacking,
she be
14,
caught in
15.
between, huh?
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
East Highland says, I'm from Georgia. We grew up on No Limit and Cash Money. Soldier Slim, one of the realest ever. Did you
Yeah.
ever meet Soldier Slim, Raquel?
Of course. I've been knowing Source Slim since he was a little child.
What kind of
For
person was he?
He was
Magnolia.
good. He was a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Mm-hmm.
Catalel says, told you they send in kites from everywhere from this. Let me see. Something you got caught lacking. Let's see.
Soldier Slim was one of the realest.
Yeah.
Soldier got caught. Soldier slipped.
When he
Slipped
rapped
up.
about he lived, when he rapped about he lived that. Period. He wasn't no phony rapper.
Oh no, I still got Buku Slim songs. I
Mm-hmm.
listen to
Let
Slim
me
is in
ask you
heavy
one of y'all
rotation.
this.
My
Let me
nephew
ask
was really tight. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Soldier Slim was in heavy rotation.
Well, let
Yeah.
me ask you this, Raquel. What do you think is going to take to stop to stop the killing?
Girl, it's gonna take forever. Jesus got to come here and tap it
Mm-hmm.
for real. That's how bad it is.
They gonna try Jesus.
Well, as far as politician wise, they have to get together. Political wise, they have to get together and try to figure out, the solution.
They've been
Yeah.
trying to do that for so long.
But I'm gonna tell you this here though, like on some real stuff. My opinion as far as what it's gonna take, I think one of the steps they need to do is bring back that curfew. We used to have a curfew in the city that was on the weekdays. I guess the little youngsters they have to go to school. It was 9 o'clock. They had to be inside, and they used to have the curfew officers stuff passed just to make sure. Around that time, we didn't have as much crime. And on the weekend, it was 11 o'clock. And now it's a lot of youngsters that's doing a whole bunch of bull crap out here. So I think if they bring the curfew back, that's gonna help. You know why? Because if the police, first of all, we lacking police. Okay, we short. Since the pandemic, that's what's going on. That's why we really have a high increase in crime since the past 2 years. Because a lot of police officers or whatever they done quit or whatever. We supposed to have 3,000. We only have 1,500, so we short. And that's a lot, that's a problem too. And remember, we are a city that have a lot of events.
Right.
So their first priority is going to do detail and go in at the events that they have. So that's why so much crime. Girl, people they running red lights. They wilding out. They run red lights. They don't stop for nothing.
They
doing
reckless.
whatever. It's just like the citizens are taking the law in their own hands.
They shoot on the expressway here in Memphis. They do a lot of shooting on the expressway.
Yeah, they do
like
donuts.
You see on
you'll get
I-10,
knocked out just
they're
driving.
cutting up on I-10. I don't even go on I-10. I'm telling you, you go on I-10, you don't know if you're gonna get shot or whatever.
But this sound,
it's off the chain.
this sound like that'll break down a little bit though. Had a little bus in the house at 9 and 10 o'clock.
They gotta have the police officers to enforce it though. They gotta have the right staff.
That's what's going on down here.
That might help a little bit though.
We short of police officers, and that's what's going on. People know their time. They know when they check in. They know when they check out. People, you've been on. When you from the streets, you learn all that. You know when the police is be clocking in, and you know when they clock out.
Oh,
during the time.
I know what time
they clocking out and they changing over. That's when all the crime happens.
I know that. I know exactly when they be going.
You know what I'm talking about?
Shit. For real.
Yeah.
We getting out.
Raquel, didn't you say that they was jacking people? Don't stop at red lights no more because they getting jacked?
You damn right.
Damn.
I'm telling you, it's off the chain. Carjacking is high down here. Carjacking. They just dragged the old lady, 73 years old.
I saw that on the internet.
Drag the woman to her death right there in Mid-City. They ain't too far from where my mom
stays.
Yeah. They called Jack. And guess what?
It
was girls. It was girls, baby. Girls.
They gonna kill them.
Wow.
They got all of them though. Their parents turned them in.
They ain't never getting out.
They made a bad choice that day. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't never getting out.
Never.
It's oodles and noodles.
This is why I'm gonna say never, because who they did it to.
It's a wrap.
Period. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Matter of fact,
ain't no need for no lawyer.
Listen to this. It's a Rizap.
They finna do 30 plus. They finna do 30 plus.
Huh?
Were they teenagers or were they teenagers or were they young adults?
All of them was juveniles, but they tried them as an adult.
It's a wrap. New Orleans don't play that. They don't care if you 3. You going to jail for life.
I ain't gonna no, not here. Maybe in the other outskirts, but here your ass go. You can do something and get the frick out. But when you do shit like that, notorious stuff like that, then they step in. But New Orleans is very lenient.
I know they got the little 30-day rule.
Too lenient. That's why they have so much crime. They're too lenient.
They got the little 30-day rule, 15-day rule. They must release you.
They got murders on. They have so many people out here.
Yeah.
And they send them out because they already know if
I got a little partner.
It's better for them to be out. They bring them in because they get paid so much money for them when they check them in.
$11,000 a day.
And they bring them out because they already know they trouble in the streets and eventually they're going to wind up getting killed or whatever.
Space Goon says that he says the difference is in Mexico, we killing to kill, not to post. I don't know what AB means. It for
In El
clout
Salvador, them folks doing too much.
was
Them
just in
folks said
Mexico a few weeks
it was
ago. Pray for
66.
Mexico.
It was
Wow.
66 murders in one day in El Salvador. I said,
Wow.
wow.
You can expect that though, like
And
seriously.
then they go to the jail and grab all the gang members and hog tie their ass and put them outside in the sun. Like, man, y'all, I'm talking about the ones that was
Well,
already
maybe
locked
they could
up.
come to the United States to do that to some of these people here. They'll
They
stop.
spooking the gang members inside the jail from what these people out here on the streets is doing. I said, wow. We finna
That's
cut
how
off
they
all these
rolling.
gang member heads. We cutting off everybody's head. Y'all better stop killing. 66 murders?
McNamee says he think it's depopulation. That might be right because they letting these folks get away with too much.
Like,
That's what
these
I'm
folks
telling
is
you.
shooting you plank period in the head.
Tanya says that legislators need to change the right to carry law, right? Because everybody don't need to carry no gun.
It's a wrap now. They could change all the laws they
No, I ain't
want.
gonna
It's a
lie,
wrap.
Tamara. Everybody don't need to carry no damn gun. I ain't lying.
Everybody's
Except for
already
the-
carrying.
I know, but what she's
But they
saying
need
as
to
far as
change some laws.
we saying they don't everybody can carry a gun mental wise.
Yeah, for real.
Mental wise. They have some
For real.
folks it's calm and they have some people just get a gun and that's the adrenaline rush, you know.
They not
And
getting it for
they
defense.
popping off. That's that false coverage. They be popping off.
They
Them
can
kind
get in
of
their
folks.
feelings and
Everybody don't
start
need to do-
shooting. Like, you just caught a feeling and now you shoot.
Yeah, in your feelings.
You
And just
felt
doing whatever you
played, so
want to
now
do.
you shooting. You felt
Yeah.
disrespected,
That's
now you
because
shoot.
they have a gun. If they didn't have a gun, they'll approach that situation totally different.
Yeah.
When you have a weapon on you, that's a whole nother, you know, they act a whole another way.
Dude keep looking at me. Now I'm shooting. Like, come on now, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
100. It's 179 people in here. Please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We only got 153 likes.
Yeah, hit it for my girl. You heard me? For real. Come on, let your girl rock and roll. Whatever you want to talk about. It's all good.
Let's see. Antonio says, Hakia, you are right. There are a lot of shootings on the freeway here in California. And Space Goon says, as an American, we need you need a gun. But I mean, yes, some people need a gun, but not everybody. Space Goon.
Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gun will save your life. If you're in a situation where it can save your life. If you can have a gun.
You need to have one, but I don't have to have one.
Shit. So
I don't walk around every day with a gun.
Protection in your house, for protection in your household, I do believe in that.
I don't walk around every day with no weapon.
It takes a minute. Tamara, you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
It takes a minute. It's a difference bit on the street, and it's different in your house.
Exactly.
So if you have protection in your home, I think you get to it more faster than when you out there being ambushed on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So somebody trying to come in your shit, you hearing it, this and that, and you can protect your family. So yes, I definitely believe in having some guns. I got
protection, for real.
So I'm just saying, but when you're out there in the streets, that's a whole totally different world out there. You know, you might have your gun on your on your passenger seat or whatever, even your console or whatever. But at the end of the day, if somebody come on you real fast, you can't do shit. Period. When you're in your
blind spot.
Yeah, but you know your house. You know your shit. So it's a difference. So yes. I think every person needs to have, especially on these young black, not just black. I don't say
when
that.
they come in and get you, they gonna get you.
That have their own apartments. They need to have protection. Period.
When they come in to get you, they gonna get you no matter what you got.
But you're gonna have a chance to know what they're doing, though.
You can have something ready for them when they come, though.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
all I'm
but
saying. You have
like
a little bit more time than when you're out there in the streets.
When you got smoke with people, they gonna come.
Hakia says they pointed a gun yesterday at my friend and her twin girls on the 710 highway. But God, where's 710 highway at? Where is that?
Cowards.
What highway is that? Is that Georgia? 710.
Nah, that ain't Georgia.
I don't know.
She might be
All I
like
know,
in Houston or
all
something.
I know is I-10 and 55, 55 and 59. You heard me? Take me where I gotta go.
Antoine says, when you out here taking lives, thinking you God, you're gonna lose yours eventually. That's true.
Child, please. First of all, at the end of the day, when you make a decision of taking a life without self-defense, you already fucked up. Because sometimes we get in situations where we have to say who is gonna be, you or me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't be taking lives like that, calling on who and me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be you or it's gonna be me. That's bullcrap. Who pulled the trigger first? That's what it
Yeah.
is. Period.
That's true.
You can have a gun. Everybody can carry guns, but when you have that beef out here in these streets, or somebody coming to your house, whatever, it all stands for the same. You know, that's crazy. These fucking guns. They made these bastards to, for us, to be honest with you.
Space Gun says, if you're not carrying gun, then you behind kids younger than me carrying a gun 24/7. Yeah, but it ain't right though. That's what we're saying though. Ain't no kids got
You have
no
to be
business carrying
responsible.
no
First of
guns.
all.
They
The
said
number
that's
one thing
useful.
is you to be responsible. Everybody don't need a gun. I'm gonna continue saying. So I won't confuse anyone. When I'm saying
Mentally.
this, is that everyone do thank you mentally. They don't need a gun. Period.
What are you trying to protect yourself from?
They have some folks that have a gun and just crazy. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
I hate to see niggas they gun on their little hip. I say, okay, he got a little gun on their little hip.
Register. You know when they do that, they register and move.
Yeah.
That's how
I
they
just
do
think it'd be funny. I mean, cause I feel like I don't have to walk around with no gun every day, all day.
Exactly.
Like,
You
and
live
I'm
a
in the
bad life if
trenches.
you have to do that.
Like I got enough people around me that got them on them to where I feel like I don't have to have no pistol on me. I'm not running from nobody. I'm not ducking nobody. I'm not flaunting anything. I'm not pulling my whole knot out my pocket in the store and letting people see. Like I don't let the right hand know what the left hand doing.
Yeah, you're not exposing yourself to that.
I'm not sitting there chit chatting. I speak to everybody. I hold the door for women. I show you the same respect till you earn my disrespect. Like I move righteously, but I also is always on alert. But the day I stopped carrying a pistol, that's when I changed my life. That's when I done had that mentality of everybody the enemy. Now I look at
that carry a pistol on me, like what
I
you
ain't
just
gotta
said
have
about
one. Man, I gut you from your stomach all the way up to your chin with a pencil. I will gut you with a pencil. So I don't need no gun.
It's not being carried. I hope not because of enemies. It's for protection.
But nowadays they doing it for fashion. They pants tight and they gun big. And I'm like, little homie, man, I will pick you up off your feet, bro, and beat you with your own gun, bro.
Yeah, well, at the
they
end of the day,
are carrying them for fashion statements. Like
but
it's
you
a
gotta do
fashion
that shit
statement.
real fast. You living in the real world. For real.
Like so.
Levi, I got some more people waiting, so I'm gonna let some more people come up. Okay,
Please do. Girl, y'all ass got me up. Let me look at this time. I need to be in these. I need to be sleep at least for 12. I'm gonna pop me another Corona. That's what I'm gonna do.
Let's see. What happened to the couple young men that was backstage? Y'all can come back up. I dropped the link again.
And my damn phone. First of all, I gotta get my charge. I think I have to go in and come back off. So my Tamara, if I go off, just go back to the link and go on it from there.
Yeah, just click the link and come back on.
I'm gonna go ahead on and put my charger on my phone.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that, because I'm gonna turn my phone on. My phone acting crazy. I only can charge it if I turn it off and then I turn it back on. Then my charger gonna catch. That's some ghetto ass shit. But that's how my phone is right now.
Click that link and you can come back up.
I'm gonna come back in. All right.
Okay. Okay, that was Rocky Road. That's her name. And as I said, I think I told y'all I had been working on a story about C Murder, of course, and I had initially did a show on her nephew, which is McKinley Phipps, which is Mac, right? He used to rap with No Limit, and he was incarcerated for 21 years. Well, she was talking about Big Percy, which is Master P's dad, that is going to come on to the show. How you doing?
Hey, Tamara.
Hey.
It should my mic should be working now because I don't
Yeah,
know
it's working.
when a lot of people on here, mine don't work. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
What I was saying about Fabo Gold, I wasn't being funny. Everybody know he doing that because he mad. He still hanging with Trula. Why would Payroll Raul said? Why would give you some money if you
Is
still
that what he
hanging with
want from
me?
Key Glock? He wants some money?
Why would you think he's saying? Oh, Kick like me, you went to jail. I gave your mama money,
Well, he did say that. You're right.
and he talking about he they daddy. That just so disrespectful.
Well, you
When he,
have to think about Key Glock doing good, and at this point, it's
but
a
look,
lot of.
Miss T, let me tell you, I would like to get off track because when he said I'm your dad, Key Glock text him and said drop the low, and he tried to post screenshots. You ain't see it?
Wow. No, I didn't see that. So he was trying to get a reaction out of him.
He did, but not no more though. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm from down south. I got people in Memphis. No Key Glock. They gonna keep him on the right track. They know people want to take him off the right track. They say why he
Mm,
keep looking down in the interview. What they tell you, he can't really when he performing Dolph song, he can't really do it. But he just finally do it, like he said. People gotta understand that this man going through something behind the Dolph killing, but people want to say he with them. He don't mess with them. That's why you see Fabo Gold. Guess who he follow? Straight drop. He mess with them people, but he talking about he for Dolph. He trolling. Don't
mm-hmm.
post the picture of him and Dolph talking about Dolph ain't proud of Key Glock. He introduced him. Man, you never introduced no Key Glock, no Dolph. Why Dolph answered that in the interview?
Mm-hmm.
Every time the interview, get what Dolph say.
What?
I mean, Key Glock say, I ain't had no intentions on rapping. I've been knowing Dolph because he know everybody else was trying to hang around Dolph just to get put on. This is why he went rapping at first.
Wow. Um. Magnay May says, I gotta
He
read
just got
this.
out. Dolph had a plan.
Magnay May says Key Glock rocked out the show Saturday. I attended. I see he been
Get what?
selling out.
Miss T, that
Your phone acting up again.
I'm gonna come back up.
Okay. Magname says Key Glock rocked out the show Saturday. I attended. He said Key Glock did his thing. Antoine Anthony said it. And Catalina says yes, he want to eat off Key, and he seemed very sincere that he has disdain about him. Yeah, what Key Glock needs to do is he needs to go file some reports. I know they say that's not the street thing to do, but you have to start putting stuff on paper. That's what you have to start doing. Magname says, yeah, I got it on my socials. Okay, I'm gonna go on your socials. What's your social media, Magname? As Catalina says straight up about chasing. Um, okay, you back on.
It had kicked me
Catalina
off.
said
I
it's
don't know why, but
and
back what
so
I was saying.
intertwined. That's why so many people are getting caught up in it. Of course. Do you think that they gonna do you
That's
think that
why
they're gonna
Key
be able
Glock
to get
say,
everybody?
I hope, but how they working it? They trying to hide off in Miami while they send hits.
Wow.
Everybody know. I know this dude tried to get on Skull page and say, "Well, I already said no." He tried to get on there and say, "Everybody know Gotti's sister closed that closed the what it called daycare down in North Memphis the day Dolph got killed."
Mm-hmm.
Then somebody they got paid to put the narrative out. Hit people got shot up to make it seem like all people retaliated. That's what's cap.
Right. Wow.
But
So do you think that
I'm
there's going to
scared
be
really they
justice?
feel to try to retaliate.
Now, when you say that they sending hits from Miami, tell me what you mean by that.
I put sitting in Miami trying to party. They went partying this month before Dolph died. I'm trying to
Oh, okay.
party.
So they made sure that they was in
Act
Miami
like they
when.
ain't got nothing to do with it. That's why they trying to drop so much music. Yeah, that's why they try to have that party the same day. Think about it.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
For no reason sake.
Your
Oh, they
phone
gonna
messing
do it.
up again. Your
But think
phone
about it.
messing up.
You heard Dolph say nobody else ever approached Dolph. Dolph know who shot him. Both of them times away. He ain't say it was no outsider.
Your phone breaking up again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I was saying like that's not about this. I'm gonna leave it at this. I know people gonna get Dolph know who shot him. Both of them well tried. Well, he never talked. He said I was a group of people late. Think about it. Youngster the
Mm-hmm.
one who missed 100 shots. Yeah. Think about it. Key Glock know he missed no 100 shots. That's why Key Glock said, if I ever get to Tampa, I won't miss 100 rounds. He know he missed 100 shots. Dolph just ain't show up to court. He begged Dolph not to show up to court. It was on his Instagram. Everybody saw that. If you said you didn't, you hang. I don't care what you say. You get mad at me. I'm gonna speak how I feel. That's the real talk with Tamara. Nobody can talk bad about her. She take good for Raven. I want all the bloggers to know that. So don't try to just make it seem like she one of the ones that's talk down on Raven now. She don't.
Right. I never have. I've always tried to be extremely fair because I don't want to get nobody's put
Never have.
nobody's right. I never have. I never have. How you doing, McName Ace?
How you doing?
Good.
That's good.
Well, I'm back,
What's
y'all.
going on with the echo?
I don't know. I hear echo. McName Ace, you got two apps up.
Hold up. I took everything off.
You still echoing.
I don't hear no echo.
I do. So you may hold on, let me see. Okay, is there still an echo? Yeah, there's still an echo. Hold on.
That's you, Miss T.
Is it me?
Yeah, sound like.
No, I think there's Raquel. We got an echo.
Echo from what? I turned my camera off. What I need to do?
You there?
Hello?
Yeah. You got up. Do you have up another app?
Do what?
Do you have up another app?
Let me check and see. I might have that other one still up there. Let me see.
I think. Yeah. Okay. It's not.
No, I turned something off, so I don't have no more apps on. I don't have any more apps. I took all them off.
Okay.
The person, whoever you trying to talk to,
Hello?
that might be the problem.
Yeah. Go ahead, McName Ace.
Oh yeah, I just came on here to support. My condolences and really just it's all about Dolph. And I just seen Glock Saturday, and he rocked out. Like I said, he rocked out at a show. He did a show at a university. It was like a little private, like it was really for the students. You know what I'm saying? I got in there. But it was for the student. They showed their name badge and they got in there. And then after he left, he went straight to Richmond, Richmond, Virginia. But yeah, he rocked out. He did thing. But and the city know what's going on with Dolph's situation. I just feel like the Alphabet Boy, they got who they want. Everybody know what's going on. And like brother was saying, you feel me? He kind of right on with certain shit, but it's like Dolph didn't go to court because Dolph ain't no snitching ass, type of guy. You feel me?
No cussing.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
Dolph wasn't no snitch. He
Right.
wasn't no type of person that wanted to see somebody messed up. So that's just type of person he was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I would like to see some of that video. So make sure you drop some of those links so I can see.
Matter of fact, I ain't got shit. I'll turn my camera on. Let me see your phone. I can show you on the phone. I can show you how he rocked out on the phone. Hold on,
Okay.
get my other phone. But yeah, I go to my store and shit real quick.
Raquel.
I'm here.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah, I was just making sure you were still there.
Yeah, I'm here till 11 o'clock. So 11 to 12. I'm relaxing, girl.
You relaxing?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Where your girl at? Tamara, where your girl at?
Wait a minute. It ain't gonna get him no copyright, Emma.
All right, I turned the music down. He would. It is what it is. Shit, they can sue.
I'm talking about me because they'll cut this live off.
Oh, I apologize, me to you. I cut it down. You see, I cut it down.
Yeah.
But look, look, he rocked out. He came out looking like got an old man walk with him.
Yeah, I like that. I'm glad to see him doing good.
Yeah, it was lit, man. It was lit. It was just, you know what I'm saying? Like he even kind of walked up on me, like, but it was good to see him, man. You know what I'm saying? He had the blue dolphin chain on, and I was just like, damn. Here we will be talking about these guys, and then he go right here and flex again.
Wow.
So and I got, you know what I'm saying? Let me go
That's a
some.
blessing. I'm glad to see him doing good. I'm
And,
happy.
and this another thing right here. This me and that's Jay Fizzle. Everybody know Jay Fizzle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what's going on there. You know what I'm saying? That's my best friend. So, I just be lit. I just be sitting back and hearing shit. You feel me? I just don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on.
I'm glad to see them all doing good. And
right.
I hope Daddy O carries on Dolph's legacy. You know what I mean? I know they gotta regroup because that's something that just happened. Like it happened abruptly. They gotta regroup. It takes time.
Yeah, they gotta, one thing from what I see, and from just seeing him in flesh like that, he look like he just ain't giving up. He going, he just gonna give it all he got. If he gonna fall, he gonna fall too. You feel me? That from what I see, he just gonna keep it going. But when it all boiled down to it, and I hate to be the one to say it, but Dolph really, on their side, they behalf kind of open up doors for the rest of the paper route. You know what I'm saying? It open up doors. Even though it's gonna always be some hatred, but once shit get too hot. Ain't no, people ain't, it's gonna be another 5 years and shit go on.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize for cussing and stuff, but
that's okay. That's cool.
I've been through stuff too. Hell, excuse me, but being through Memphis, you come from Memphis, it's just like anybody that come from Chicago, Memphis, anywhere, it's crime everywhere. It ain't just our city, but our city it's just every day. It's every day. You know what I'm saying? Sure, there ain't nothing to be proud of, but it just that's what it is. Just like dude said, he hold the door for women, and that's how I always been. I made it through in the city of Memphis by being
Hold,
good.
hold on
Man,
1 second. Hold
yeah.
on. How you doing, Space Goon? What's going on?
None T, what's up with y'all?
Oh, nothing much. What you want to say?
Oh no, shit, I'm just soaking up what y'all saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the Dolph situation, so I ain't even trying to weigh in.
Oh, what's up?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Well, I tell you, tonight has. So are y'all mature? So did y'all like No Limit?
Yeah, me personally, I like all the good music that came with our good culture, and that's one thing I wanted to share. Like a lot of our people, we got heart, we might got heart, but a lot of people ain't got soul. You know what I'm saying? Even myself, shoot, I be bumping good R&B, old school, from Bobby Womack to all kinds of good soul music, or Choose It Lovers, and you know what I'm saying, all that good R&B blues to, you know what I'm saying, to, man, I don't care if it's Surcharge John, you know what I'm saying. See, a lot of these youth ain't got that in them, and me, I'm still here talking to this day, made it through that, you know what I'm saying, made it through hell and back, but because growing up, taking my life serious and having some soul in me. You feel me? Some people ain't got soul. We got heart, but everybody ain't got soul.
That's right. What kind of music you be listening to, Space Goon?
Oh shit, I like all kinds of
Everything.
music. If we going older or younger, you know, I'd say Draco the Ruler. I'm fucking with the LA scene. I
No
like
cussing.
Texas. I like the Texas scene.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
Florida right now, they're going pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, pretty much all like the 90s, me being a 90s kid, like all the 90s from Bone Thugs, Tupac, NWA, Biggie, all them guys that really raised us, you know what I'm saying? All to the modern. Just
Am I
really
muted? Tamara, am I muted?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear you at first.
Oh, okay. You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
really
I'm
just
listening.
I just feel like it's what we intake and put in our subconscious and our
Hold on for
soul.
a second. Space Goon, I think somebody got an echo.
I don't know. I hear everybody perfectly fine.
Yeah. Now, when I hear you, you don't have an echo, but when we talk, we got an echo. So
You don't have echo on my end.
I can hear. Can y'all hear it? Magname, can you hear it?
It must be gone.
I had to mute myself just to see. I don't know. It might be this StreamYard for real. What about StreamYard? Let's blame StreamYard.
It
Yeah.
might be. So everybody go. I'm gonna go out to it. Everybody go out and click the link and come back in. Can y'all hear me? Am I echoing? Okay, now I'm not echoing. Yeah, I'm not echoing now. Let's see when everybody click the link and come back in. Drop the link. Got kicked out. Okay. Yes, an echo. Okay, they hear me well. Well, anyways, y'all, we have been on, let's see, almost 3.5 hours. We have been on almost 3.5 hours. And I kind of wanted Raquel. I wanted Raquel to come back up to okay. Raquel.
I'm here.
Okay, now we're not echoing. So
okay.
So now you and I are on here together. So like we were saying on Sunday, hopefully
It's just me and you.
Yeah, it's just you and I now.
Girl, oh my God, like really.
And we talk about I was telling them before you came back up, it would be
Mm-hmm.
good to have Big Percy on because like I said, I wanted to
I have to
cover
make a time with him. So
yeah,
therefore, if you tell me the time, then I know I can get him here and he can, Oh, hold the press. I forgot. I'm gonna have to probably do it while he in California because I forgot Dreon told me that he left to go to by Master P by his son
right.
in California. But he'll still do it with me though. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You might can have Master P on that bitch to be honest with you.
I hope so. I would love to have
I
Master
hope
P
so
on
too,
here.
but I forgot Dreon told me Sunday when we were sitting at the house in the yard. I asked him why Big Percy didn't come. He said because Big Percy was leaving to go to Cali. So I'm thinking he's gonna come home after Easter with the grandkids.
They said Big
I
Percy
forgot.
used to be real funny on they said it was hilarious.
Oh
He was
no, he like girl. Let me tell you something. On everything I love. When I say he missed his call and super comedian, oh
on
my God, on something. But he read it all. I ain't lying. Huh?
yeah, I
Yeah, baby. No, I get it for you. Hold on.
okay. But
Grace,
yeah, yeah, we would love to have
excuse
Master P out
that.
here. He's very inspirational. Master P is, but I met Big Percy when I went to New Orleans one time. I went down there with Raquel to hang out with Raquel, and we were all on the boat. Raquel said that Big Percy said that he was on his he was being nice a little bit because I seem like a church girl. Tamara loves her career. Please stop that mess. Gosh, respect her position, please. At the Dundada. Let's see. I'm trying to read some comments, y'all. I'm behind in the comments. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not echoing now. Antoine says 7 more hours to go. I think not, Antoine. Antoine must be on the road. Okay, it was the other people. Okay. Antoine said 8 more hours. Hello, Dundada. Dundada in here. Yeah, salute to Master P. Master P really, as far as going being big, like as far as I would have to say, he even though you had a lot of people from the South doing it, he did it real big. He was one of the ones to do it real big. Omaha, Nebraska in the house. Okay. Welcome. Yeah, Miss Kimberly Wilson be holding it down. Hey, Dundada. Yeah, Tamara loved the Lord, but she will let you have it. Yes, Demon, I will. Oh wow. I was trying to remember. I was like, is he the truck driver? Because I remember you saying you was the truck driver. Somebody saying it was a truck driver. Yeah. I'm glad you made it through that rain safe. Because this weather is crazy. I was talking to somebody that lives in Houston earlier. I think he said that they have been getting a lot of rain in Houston. I believe that's what he said. That they have been getting a lot of rain in Houston. See, Noah says, give me 3 more hours. Antoine says, had to pull over because the tornado was near. What area were you in when the tornado was around? Oh, okay. They said, don't welcome Mr. Nebraska. Okay. It's storming. What area is that Catalina that is storming in? it's just starting to get warm in our area. But you never know. The weather has been so bipolar. Because one minute is warm, the next minute it's cold, and I don't like that. Because Arkansas, okay, Arkansas and Iowa hit hard. I think Iowa kind of gets the same kind of weather that Chicago
I'm
gets.
back.
Okay, yeah. Arkansas, has it been raining down there in New Orleans, Raquel?
Yesterday it rained. We supposed to have bad weather. I think tomorrow and Thursday.
Okay, because
Mhm.
everybody on here saying it's raining here right now though. So I
Yeah,
think everybody been getting some of that rain.
yeah, we have. Hmm.
Yeah, but we
So
was
what
talking.
I miss? What I miss?
They were saying that salute to Master P. I was saying Master P was one of the first ones to really do it big for the South. Really,
Him and Birdman.
yeah. Have you ever met Birdman?
Girl, I told you we was really tight. He was a friend. They come up down the street from the house. I told you that. You must have forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
Mhm. His name is Brian Williams.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And his brother's name is I forgot his
Let me tell
brother's
you
name.
something. When you come up in the city and you popular, everybody know you. So you can basically talk to everybody and ask them the same question. They're gonna tell you yeah. But it's
Mm.
about the relationship. We was cool. We was really cool. McKinley, Matt, when he first started off, when he was with the Psycho Ward, and then he switched over and he was with Partners in Crime now. But one of his big projects when he was younger was actually with Baby. Hmm.
Oh wow, that's
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's right. His brother that works with him name is Slim. That's his name.
yeah, Ronald, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Ronald.
Hmm.
He's always in the background.
I might be saying it wrong, but I think it's Ronald. That girl.
They said the Dundada said salute him. Yeah,
Yeah, for
they
sure.
did it big. They did. I think Master P trying to, he trying to, because I think his tours was selling out when they went and did the No Limit reunion tour.
Well, it'll be here this month. Girl, I got front row seats. I can't fucking wait. Ooh, or excuse my language, y'all. I'm so But
You,
Tamara, no, I'm sorry. They might come out at any time.
I
So I'm
know.
sorry. If y'all listening, I'm sorry. I'm just hood. That's it. I'm bougie hood. That's what they call it. I'm bougie hood.
The Dundada said, "I feel you. I'm on the block right now."
I know. But at the end of the day, I'm saying I got my seats, girl. I can't wait.
Is
I'm wearing
Is
cameras in my
McKinley
seat.
going to perform?
Well, he got out of the tour, but I think he's gonna probably do something since it's in New Orleans. I think he's gonna do something. He said he
Good.
was. They don't have him on the roster. But at the end of the day, he'll have to be on the roster. But when he run out there and do what he gotta do, excuse me, that's what it is. And behind the scenes, he know he's gonna get paid for it. So
Catalina
even,
says, "I love it."
even
She
though he
says,
don't have him on the roster, but he's
uh,
still gonna be there. You
"Yeah,
know. And I'm supposed to have my little special tickets from P Daddy, which is Big Person.
big person." Hakia says she
Yeah.
love your accent, Raquel.
Who say that?
Hakia.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, you know how New Orleans is. We special with our talking. Ebonic like a motherfucker. Yeah.
So Raquel, so what do you think that we need to look forward to with McKinley?
What you mean as far as the music industry?
Mm-hmm.
As far as the music, well, he have something coming out, and he also actually doing his own little family thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as looking forward to it, as far as in the public eye, he have something coming out that was supposed to come out last month, but it's just kind of like didn't happen like it's supposed to, but he have his album coming out at the end of this month. So y'all look forward to that.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't give you the name. I want him to put it out there like that. The name,
Right.
Yeah, certain stuff I can say and certain stuff I can't say. But at the end of the day, he do have an album coming out. It's supposed to be at the end of this month. That's what I know.
Well, that's good.
He also working with the young youths, the little youth program. That's what he doing. Try to change a lot of them youngsters' lives and transform their mind and stuff like that. So that's what he's doing.
Well, that's good. When you say he got his family thing coming out, he working with his daughters on some music.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but at the end of the day, I do know that he's helping out a lot of the guys that's come from the what is that, the Juvenile Correctional Center?
Yeah.
Or whatever, and trying to transform them. As far as with them with the music thing, I think his first priority is him getting his music in order.
Yeah.
He have a lot of people came at him as far as trying to get him to listen to the music and get on the label and stuff like that. Because he still have Cam Fam. He still have that label.
Well, that's good.
But for right now, he's working on him. He ain't been home. He ain't been a year yet.
Well, that's true.
He's still working on him right now.
Catalea says, my clients talk like that and I love it. You got some New Orleans clients.
Yeah, girl, I sound like that. I sound regular to myself.
Yeah. Flip Wilson says Michigan's rain. So it's raining. It's raining. That means it's raining everywhere. Because it's raining here.
Girl, I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
What else, Tamara?
Well, let's see it. I'm getting ready to close it out because we've been on here almost 4 hours. We've been on here 3.5 hours.
Yeah, but I didn't know. You didn't even call me, girl.
I know. But you're gonna be on when what's his name get on here, you're gonna be on here too, right?
Yeah. I'm just on the same. I just have to call you. Get my spirit for me to call you.
Well, what you get ready to do when you get off? You ready to go you gotta work tomorrow?
Girl, I got to go in there and pamper Drake. I got to go help him. Remember I told you what was going on with him?
I was going to say I was getting ready to call you when I get off.
You can do that. It's good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm finna go and get off, and I'm gonna call you in a minute.
All right, Jay.
All right.
Love y'all. I'm happy I had the opportunity to speak.
I'm glad you came on too. Y'all say peace out to Raquel. Say peace out to Rocky Road. That's her name.
Rocky Road, baby. Put some respect on my Birdman voice. With the K on the end, you heard me?
That's what he said. He said it with the K on the end.
Yes, that part. Not the T, but the K. The respect. You do a little time of respect. Girl. Call me. All right, I'm about to get off. Bye, y'all.
All right, bye. All right, y'all. We've been on here 3.5 hours. I have really enjoyed y'all tonight. We talked about quite a few things tonight, y'all. We talked. Yes, peace out to Rocky Road. She's a fun time. I promise you. She like that all the time. She real blunt. She real cool. All right, you guys. I enjoyed y'all tonight. It's been a good night tonight. It's actually been a good night tonight. Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully, y'all, we're gonna pray that we're gonna get, well, of course, we know we're gonna get Big Percy on here, but I'm praying, that Master P get on here. You heard her say she's gonna try to get Master P too. So we praying Master P get on here because Master P is very inspirational. The mogul that he is, the things that he's done. I love Master P. I love his hustle for sure. Thank you, Tanya G. Peace out. All right, for those of you all that's getting ready to go to sleep, I pray God's blessings over you all. And for those of you all that's got to go to work tomorrow, I ask that God go before you. I love you guys. Y'all have a good night.